Oh no!
That Vulcan, whose dice is that?
That's
Scrooge.
mine.
Screw.
Curse dice.
That is Scroob.
Scroob.
Rube.
Roast Ruby. Ruby.
Oh, hold on, let me change my.
I need to pull mine up too. Here, let's.
How do I
Oh
change?
man, people are gonna die. These characters are lasting long.
I'm utterly curious. Okay, now
I do not know what you mean.
I rolled a 4 and got a 16.
my
Someone's rainbow dragon scales, and then someone's like stained glass dragon scales.
I think
Wow.
mine's random.
Someone's
the
red
heck?
granny scales.
What the fuck? Why is everyone the same?
Yeah, I'm not the same.
Is it really Lizard Party? Is it gonna be Lizard?
Does it have to be
It
now?
would have been.
Oh, those are cool dice. I like
But I
those.
died.
Scales.
Oh, so yeah, mine is like random.
Oh,
That's why I'm
Yeah,
rolling so
Oh.
much.
anymore.
that explains a lot.
Your dice are random, like they change every roll.
Yeah, the colors change.
Dude, that's gonna go.
I have a reputation for having really cool dice. Okay, I need to keep it up.
Reputation with who?
You one up. You one it up
Our
every time.
fans
Exactly.
are like
There we go. That,
viewers that we get besides us.
I realized I didn't actually hit save when I when I changed the dice up a little bit earlier. Let's see.
That'll do it.
It meant to be this. Ugh.
Ugh.
Sticky goo.
It hasn't updated.
No, that
my-
was here.
Watch
that
it!
was- Just
If I
so you
do
can
this,
see
is it
mine.
Whoa.
They were in private.
Everyone disappeared for me.
Blue goo.
Maybe because Bill refreshed or something.
As I refresh, probably.
Shall I refresh?
Always a gamble.
It is.
It's not updating my picture. Oh well.
Your picture.
Yeah, in the chat, it has my old.
Oh, that's because it's tied to your D&D Beyond.
Yeah, well, I changed it in D&D Beyond, but I guess it hasn't updated yet.
What?
All right, I'm refreshing. Good luck. I mean, wish me luck.
Honk.
Worked for me.
Godspeed.
Thank you.
Oh, I think I forgot to level up his Zoom as well. I'll do that later.
It's so
Oh
important.
yeah, Zoom's alive.
Yeah.
Okay, there we
It
go.
looks like by the time you
Zoom's
guys
alive.
actually get set up, I'll be home to play.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, well, we're just about ready, Brandon. So I'll let you.
Come on down. We've been live, by the
Alright,
way.
baby.
Just saying.
We're live. All right, cool, sick.
Yeah.
Let's get down to business.
Defeat.
To defeat the
The hunt.
So, let's see who's gonna give me the recap. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Well, now everyone
What
disappeared.
the heck and dog? Really?
Yeah. Heck.
What heck?
It's Bill.
Me.
That's
What will
perfect.
happen on Matt's final session?
So
Shit
last
happened.
time on D&D, the shit officially hit the fan. Are we live?
Yes.
We are.
Huzzah! Okay. Let me. So yeah, we began our session at the beginning of the big creature's turn. After he ate our good friend Bud. We had a very hectic combat, which involved a lot of being eaten and being thrown up.
Yep. Just a couple of us.
Yeah, and then a bunch of reinforcements coming to and fro, lots of smiting.
I used
of...
every spell I had trying to save your asses.
I had all my spell slots.
Yeah, Bud.
That's a big rip.
Yeah,
It is.
Yep.
Literally.
everyone trying to keep or save Bud in some way, but to no avail, as the Sinborn that Kordax had summoned eventually Udegrod. And then reinforcements began to arrive. The situation was turning drastically. We, in desperation, began running away. But then, at the last possible moment, Kazdae secured the kill from inside the stomach, I believe, with a
In
smite.
its throat.
Yep. And
He smote the throat.
killing
there
the
it is.
alpha, the
Hey, dude.
Doomwaker of the Wastes, or whatever it was called, the Sands.
Yeah.
It's dead now. Who cares?
Yeah, that's right.
Dead bitch. And
Dead motherfucker.
at the same time, during the retreat, after the fall of Bud, our good friend, who's all the names I'm forgetting now.
Stay, Drake.
Yeah, Drake
Correct.
also
Drake.
met his end after being given the chance and being invisible. Decided to valiantly make a last attempt at fighting.
And
And
being,
then
What
was-
is that?
being successful at not being swallowed left him the only target
Yes.
available.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
all the ads that showed up. And just,
The lesser of
I think you got attacked by
That's-
like 9 dudes all at once.
was a
Like
lot.
9.
something
yeah.
like that.
7 at least.
Yeah, it was,
I was
a
dead.
large number. And Drake was no more, leaving the dream of Lizard party for next one in the dust.
That's the real
and-
tragedy.
Indeed. Foz redeemed,
OMG.
went to Zoom after the finishing blow, cast Fly on himself and Zoom, telling him to get out. Kazdae gave Zoom his shield as he left with the rest of the party. Well, not with the rest of the party, leaving Kazdae and Kordax behind with Bud and Drake to potentially perish. We don't know.
Mm.
TBD.
Probably dead. Who
Ooh.
knows?
Probably dead.
Yeah, probably dead.
Likely dead.
But off
It happened
screen,
off camera, but it happened
Yeah.
off camera.
they were killed off
Mhm.
camera.
So it depends
Marvel
on if
death.
rules are in effect.
Marvel dead. Yes, comic
Yeah.
book rules that do apply.
Yeah,
But Bud dead for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Shoot
He's
up,
on
Oh, yeah.
screen,
shoot out.
sorry. Nothing we can do.
But very dead.
Very much canon.
Our only healer.
And Drake.
And then
Yep.
there, we proceeded to try and out-sacrifice each other, Foz and Zoom, for while we were escaping through some skinny
Mhm.
hallways.
And you both
Vulcan was there
fucking
too.
lived.
We both fucking lived. You know what? Our attempts at self-sacrifice were just not
Or
gonna
for
happen.
not.
Nope.
It's a good thing too, because Foz was needed to pilot the ship.
Yeah, Foz we needed
Indeed.
alive. We realized. And Vulcan took no damage during that entire
I
shenanigans.
think he did 1 damage.
Oh,
the entire
balls.
thing.
He did 1 damage. He helped.
And dealt 1 damage. He was
It's like,
there.
well, my hand crossbow doesn't do shit.
He did attack a Valiger at the end. He
I
did decide to
missed.
contribute
That's
during
true.
the escape.
That's true. He is certainly the fighter of all time.
He is the rear guard of all time.
This is true. And as we were returning back when we were flying over Nadir on the airship, we saw that it had fallen to Valigro, and it was bad. It was real bad. I got to stop doing that accent now.
Well,
Or
your
do you?
character
Oh,
is
no.
still alive. So
I guess so.
Yeah.
It's alive.
Yeah.
Keep it in your back
Um,
pocket.
And as we also went back to Vryland, we found that place was also fucked. Looked like it got hit by some, like it was a craterus, if I recall. There was like a big crater where the city was, and it was real bad. And
You had, if you recall, you had seen a meteor streaking across the sky.
yeah,
in
we saw,
previous
like-
days.
yeah, and we were like, wonder what that could be.
Oh well,
Oh well,
I'm sure it's
And-
nothing.
must
Yeah.
have been the wind.
Sure, it's fine. And yeah, so Vryland is also no more. And we have decided, I can't remember where we decided to go next. But we, Zoom, Foz, and Vulcan are trying to continue in the world, I guess. With no potentially no more guild?
Yeah,
No
well,
more?
potentially.
At least the main guild hall has been.
Yeah. Well,
Dismantled.
let's start my session off with giving you inspiration first.
For
And
who? For Zoom?
Oh.
yeah, it's only Zoom. Sorry, you got to
Yeah,
play him
sorry.
Fuck you. How about that?
It'll come back. Maybe.
This will be
Yeah.
the one.
Also, I had like 2 giant glasses of whiskey last week, or last time.
Good. Well, I hope you
Those are great
As you
notes.
should.
Let him give it to the next person.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Double it.
You want to take it or double it and pass it on?
Double it?
Right?
Or reverse, I don't know.
Make a
not
star
reverse?
bomb or double it and pass it on.
By the time we double it enough, that'll be enough for everybody.
Hey.
Hey, Jameson, taking us.
So you guys, you saw the devastation here in
Oh, shit.
Island. You did help get some survivors, those that you could, onto the Skydancer, and everyone said that the majority of people who were surviving had been putting together boats, or the next hunter ship that was coming in, taking it up to Nathlon. There's not a direct trade route that normally goes around the north side of Ryland, but you did. And also, I need to turn it down a little bit. There's no middle ground here, is there? Nope.
Oh, I hear the music.
Yeah, I was just gonna turn it down slightly. Nope, not off.
It's actually quiet for me.
I think everyone has their own volume.
Everyone
Yeah,
does have
you
their own
do.
volume.
Oh, there we go. Wait a minute.
I didn't do
It's
it.
playing in my brain.
I'm sorry, unless you turn it up so loud that everyone's ears are blown out. Then it doesn't matter.
Here. I'm tweaking it on master controls. All right, now we're good, because I couldn't hear myself think.
I love
I could only take it so low, and I was like, God, it's still too loud.
There we go. Perfect.
So for those of you who survived, the 3 surviving boys, we have Foz, I'm guessing, is piloting the Skydancer as well, back
Yes.
with Zoom and Vulcan. You guys have, I'm just going to say, you've got about 100 survivors, and in various states of health. You guys make it in about a day to Nathlon.
Sorry, real quick.
Yes.
How many these 100 survivors are those? Is that like the total amount of survivors, or
That's
on
it.
the ship?
That's on the ship. That's all that you guys could find.
Oh wow. Oh
Uh,
oh wow.
Packed.
Fuck.
Majority of people are dead,
shit.
or
I forgot
they're
to
not. They
update.
weren't around this area. They could be maybe finding their own way off the island. But the only people that you find in the area are 100 people out of the sprawling, massive guild city. That's
I
it.
thought you were saying that of the 100 people who were surviving on our ship, most of them are dead. It's like, wait.
Oh no! I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that.
Wait a moment.
You have 100
Regardless of
people
my
on
note.
your ship
Yes.
in varying degrees of injury. But no, you're not like stacking your boat full of bodies and you're like, oh, we'll take these guys back. No. But you guys were able to kind of scrounge together that many survivors, men, women, children, a few hunters, but for the most part, they seem a lot of like merchants and traders who do a lot of business here in Bryland. But you guys continue onward, taking the Skydancer to Nathlon, and flying through the night. You end up making it just about as the sun's coming up. And as the sun is cresting over the mountains, the morning sun breaks over Nathlon, and what you see is this before you. Boop. Here's a glimpse of what you
Just
see
go on.
of Nathlon. This is just to kind of paint a picture. This is what most of the city looks like. A lot of domed towers, very much inspired of lots of gardens and waterfalls, high rocky mountainous areas, but also mixed with a little bit of like Nepalese kind of vibe, Kathmandu feel. This is off in the distance a bit. At the beginning of the city where a lot of the ships are, that is actually by the water. This is set in a little ways. There seems to be a perfect place to dock your vessel. and there is a guard tower, a large one that almost is acting like a lighthouse with a large flame burning atop of it. And you do notice, Foz, as you're bringing them in, they are flagging and waving you down, pointing to an open area where you can land the airship. You bring it down, and before you appears, at least in the beginning area of Nathlon, it's very much a hodgepodge mix of various different influence. You have dwarf make buildings, you have a lot of human influence, elves. It's all mixed, at least near the docks. And this is also a very large trade hub. There is a main trade route that goes between here and Kingsport, and then onward to Wiltier. But that is what you see. I'll go ahead and say that once you guys dock, a guild official comes over to the vessel, and as people are beginning to work their way off, they're bringing over city guards to help facilitate the transfer of injured. And one of them does come up, whoever would be out walking off the vessel first of you three.
Kazai walks up first. Hey!
Lifts up his helmet. It is Kazai. Wait! What?
It's like, I want my shield back.
See this coming.
You left us.
What a twist.
It's Umlau! Oh my god, it's Umlau! He runs over and he's seeing all the people coming off the boat, and he says, "Who's the captain here?" As he's pointing out to the ship.
I guess that would be me.
How many people did you rescue? I'm assuming you're coming from Vryland.
Well, you said 100?
Yes.
100.
And we will make sure to get the healers down here as quick as we can. If there's anything that you need, please let me know and I can send messengers for you.
Moorings and lodgings.
Absolutely. Please, who of your party is here? How many of you are there left?
Of us? There are
Yeah, the three.
including myself. The rest are refugees.
I see. Well, please, your vessel will be safe here. There's no fee to dock the ship at this time.
Good.
We will make sure to get them off to safety. Can I point you in the direction of some food and drink?
Yes.
Excellent.
Did you say there have been other ships or no?
Yeah, there's actually ships, seafaring
Okay.
vessels that are in the docks. Just so imagine you guys went just over where the ships are docked, and there's a large dirt kind of cleared path lined with a border of stone that you could tell this is a place where a lot of people would land an airship. You do see quite a few other smaller airships. They're more like the size of dinghies or a sloop.
Air
They're
canoes.
they're like much smaller,
have
but
to-
they have
You have two
small
wings.
wings.
Do you have to row them?
Yeah, you have an oar
Like-
that you have to.
Kayak.
Can you imagine
Kayak.
having a row air and move your airship? Holy shit. That's a wonderful mental image.
Flap.
Don't lose
Wow.
the ship, or you'll be
Exactly.
Losing the intern.
row, Isak, row.
So he points you off up the hill a ways that leads up to. You can see a large stone tavern with a red roof on it, made of shingles, and I'll say it's 3 stories ish, give or take. The cobblestone pathway leads all the way up to the taverns, and what you see as you, I'm assuming you follow him. The three of you
yes.
guys. Okay.
Yes.
Did you, before you leave, is there anything you wanted to take or leave or say or do before I walk you up there?
No, not really. I mean, there's not like any stuff on the boat.
I
Just make sure that that's
Just
secure.
figured I'd ask.
Yep.
I'm
Make sure
assuming
everybody's off, sort of
Make
thing.
sure nobody stole anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, give me perception checks.
He's like,
Shields, come on.
Just let it be stolen. It's fine.
Yeah,
Let me
whatever.
just wander off into the world. I'm sure it'll never
No.
come up again.
That would be awful.
No? All right. Oh, we got one. All right. Zoom?
Sorry, I'm
Oh.
bringing up Foz's
You're good.
character sheet.
You're good.
Loading. Loading. Perception, you
Oh.
said?
Hopefully you
Yes.
can still roll off of the. I deactivated a bunch of characters, so hopefully
Ooh,
everybody.
that's a cool-
Ooh-wee! You guys notice nothing's
Not
missing.
great.
There's so
Well, that's
many
because I was
people.
rolling with the group dice. Anyway.
There's so many people, and most of them are bandaged up or missing limbs.
They
Get
can't
carried out on
steal
stretchers.
anything.
They couldn't steal anything. They're too injured. You
They
injured
steal
piece
all
of
your.
shit.
They steal all your like extra limbs.
Oh no.
This could be useful.
Wow,
Well,
an
those were
arm
in the
back.
bag of holding. Which Foz
But-
had on his person, I think.
Check your pockets.
Okay.
Let me double check now.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something? He left the bag
Yes,
of holding
Foz
behind.
did have the bag of holding and it was not Bud. Okay.
Yes.
So
Huzzah.
there's that. The bag of holding did make it out.
Okay, good. The one thing I'm going to say is Daniel and Bill, you guys will kind of have to play two characters for a few minutes as you're going to meet your new characters.
Reactions with, oh, this is good. Okay.
That's like I'm living for the chaos.
Listen, here I am once again.
Rocking you like a hurricane. As we step up to, the guard walks you up and points. You're now at the top of the hill, and about 50 yards ahead, there's a large tavern. And hanging outside, it looks like the wooden sign that hangs out of the front door is a large cauldron with lots of different colored bubbles coming out of it, painted on wood, and it says "The Elder's Cauldron."
Vulcan, Zoom, come, let us discuss our next plans.
The guard is kind of reaches in his bag and he says, "You know, normally I take this is for all of the fees for ship's docking, but here, allow me to buy your first drink." And he hands you guys 3 gold pieces.
Much obliged.
It's the least I can do.
Appreciate it.
We'll take care of it from here. Your ship will be guarded. I'm stationing to my best. Now please, enjoy. And come see me at the tower when you're ready to leave. And he departs.
Oh, wait, what was your name again? Sorry.
My name is Captain Martel. Captain of the docks.
Nice to meet you, Martale.
Pleasure's all mine. It's always nice to meet established hunters, I can tell by your look and your demeanor. Now please, enjoy. You'll find fellow hunters in there.
Hmm.
Do you head on?
We enter.
You enter.
Yes.
I believe I should have.
Oh, he's bringing up a map. That means bar fight. Bar fight!
I don't actually.
I laughed, the barkeep laughed, the table laughed, we killed the table, it was a good time.
I think I have to add something here. I do. I don't know. I thought I sent this to you, Matt, but I might not have been.
Sorry about it.
No, dude, it's all good. That's my bad. How do I?
Ooh.
How do I? Is it the background or foreground image? Is what I use.
I usually use the background.
Got it. Choose
Who
file.
knows what'll happen if you do foreground? No tokens may show up. I don't know.
Cool.
Do it if you dare.
Clicked on the wrong one. Not the Daniel folder full of Daniels.
Oh, Daniels.
There's a Oh, that Daniel folder.
yeah.
Got it. That took me a minute. I was like, what?
One day we'll have those Discord emotes.
It's only Daniels.
My favorite's the pumpkins.
We are all
Oh
done.
yeah.
And then do I click view scene or activate? When you select
If you
the,
click activate, it'll move everyone to it.
Good.
Activate.
Oh.
Oh, but there's no vision. Can you turn on global?
I need token with
global
vision.
illumination? That'll,
Where's that?
either you have to throw us throw tokens down for us, or if you go
Okay,
into the
got
settings for the scene, you
Settings
can
for
do
scene.
global illumination under I think it's light or something like that.
Configure lighting. Global illumination. Can you all see?
Nope.
Nay.
No,
Nope.
nothing.
Absolutely not.
Nothing at all.
I hate everyone.
What
There's something in the top left.
what
Oh, never
characters
mind.
are
It's not.
on
Sure.
Zoom
I
meeting?
don't see nothing.
Okay, hold on. Token vision. Okay, that's
Token
good.
vision.
File path. Good. Okay. No, global illumination is selected, but I got darkness and global illumination and threshold all the way to the left. Do I need to pull them over to the right?
You can try it.
Yeah, let's try. Can you see now?
No.
Okay.
Meeps.
Do we need tokens on the scene?
That could
That could be
help.
it.
Tokens.
Okay,
Try it.
let's try it. Let's go to
If that doesn't work, I'll log in as a
players. All right, I'm dropping Bill.
Ah, I can see.
All right. I'm
huge!
I know. I need to scale the size of this thing up.
I can see.
Okay,
This is
hold
the smallest tavern I've ever been in.
Oh my god, I have Scythe. Scythe?
Oh, I see. I see.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm
Nice.
Right.
on. And then let me just adjust the size. Grid
Scroob.
size.
Rube. Scroob is such a good name.
I just got your name, Matt.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Well, because I only knew it was she the first
Oh.
time.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't know your last name was Take.
Yes, that's correct.
It was she, her.
I thought about that today. There was that NPC in Hinterwood that was named He. I was like, oh wait a minute. That was a pain in the ass then. It's gonna be a pain in the ass now.
Question: how long
She
are we
said, what did I say?
adventuring after the first group was adventuring?
1 week.
A
Look
week?
at me.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
been
I-
1 week since you.
Can I have? Okay, so then
This
Who
is
are
like my
the-
trio.
I'm crazy.
Oh,
who are the characters that Foz and Zoom have met?
Nobody.
No one yet.
They have met. Oh, no one yet.
Because Foz and Zoom will not be playing in the game.
Right. Well, I know. Okay, never mind. Because just the way you made it sound like was they were going to meet some of our characters before they were like done being their other characters.
They are.
We're
But
at the doors.
Vulcan is the driving force here.
I am the hero.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Because I was.
Yes.
Okay.
That was consensus. You all agreed.
Yes, that's true. We all did.
Yes.
No
we're
one
such a
refuted
hero.
me. I asked the corpses of my friends, and they all agreed. I am hero.
There is no
I told
dissent.
them to speak up. They said nothing.
I was saying. I was
It's
trying
a
to
real
see,
silent majority.
I was trying to see because of other things if my character could have a moment with Foz within that week.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
So would this still be within that week, right? Like,
Yeah.
it took a day or two to get there. Like the week that is going to transpire, or whatever. I don't know. You figure it out. I can't help you.
Yeah, I know you can't.
We haven't met
I
each
know
other
you
yet.
won't.
I don't know what to tell you. Sorry.
And there. All right. Yeah. So I don't know where do you want to be, Brandon? Where do you want to move you? So anywhere? Can you even see this yet?
No, I can't see anything. I'm not even home right now.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Move me wherever.
I'm putting you at the bar.
Move me.
Yeah, that's right. Treat me like one of your dairy forms.
I shall.
It's
Okay.
very bad.
So
I'm still out here at the high school.
I'm just gonna treat you guys real quick, actually, as like you're playing your characters.
I am playing my characters.
All right.
New. Sorry.
You're
For those
playing
of us
old
playing
boys.
too.
All right, you fuck.
Excellent. So
Vulcan took Kaz's armor, didn't he?
How could he?
if he,
I don't know.
he
It looks
stripped
like
him on the
Kaz's
run.
armor.
There was a dying guy on the ship, and he took his armor.
It was
You don't need
Cons.
this.
It was cost.
Please, I'm still living.
I'm still.
Don't take my armor.
It's mine.
I will put it to good use.
I'm still
These
using
must be
it.
These must be the 2 sickly horses that you were obsessed with back in Ansig.
And the 2 boys that watch them.
What a throwback.
Yeah.
So as you guys approach, you did see that there was a statue of a dwarf out front. There's also some stables where there's some livestock. There's outdoor seating. There's a shop across the way, and the tavern. The the Elder's Cauldron. And outside, you do see a sign that says, "Come try
It's these
our
guys.
famous magic drinks." Would you guys like to step inside?
Oh, they got magic drinks.
I
It wouldn't-
Do you think they'll
Tell
work
me
on
how it
Vulcan?
is.
I don't really. Whatever. Usually it's a sham.
What?
I will determine if they are magical or not.
Just like we did in Vegas.
That was an assessment of
That's why Foz.
Indeed.
Like we get a new character for because he just has a
Y'all-
magic drink.
Y'all,
And
y'all can ask Mira as I was grumbling with her on the phone during that walk. It was not
Oh my god.
Man.
Well, you have too much magic, and then you get Avada Kedavra.
Yeah.
For
I
real.
wish I had been up Vala Kedavra because I was like, my mouth is dry. I can't eat. I'm starving.
You're
My feet
stupefied.
hurt. Yeah. no
Miserable.
shit, right?
Oh my god. Terrible.
Vegas. It's a
Vegas, good
blast.
time.
Vegas, baby.
We killed Daniel. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah.
True. I'm a zombie now. I'm just a ghoul. I'm undead.
And looking at the picture that it froze on your face as you're saying all this.
I'm just dead.
Unamused, just
he's
unamused.
dead
I'm
inside.
dead.
Weekend
Look
at
like you've been
Bernie's
programming
D&D.
all day.
Here they go, bringing up my moment of greatest pain once again.
But opening the door, before you guys even step in, you see a half orc and a human kind of laughing and stumbling out of the front door. The smell and reek of delicious ales, and wafting in from the tavern, you smell delicious cooked meats and cold ale. Would you like to step inside?
I do.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
Let us discuss.
Go
our
ahead and move
plan.
yourselves in as you wish. The way that it's set up is there are stairs off here to the off to the left
Wait, no,
that would go
right
into
here.
this like private room. But most other people have to just walk around.
Vulcan starts playing.
After I
the game without-
designed this, I realized I was like, I probably shouldn't put a chair there because it's like super hard to get through. But whatever.
No, that sounds about right for a tavern.
It adds
Yeah.
flavor.
For something
Yeah,
this
that's flavor.
eclectic, they're not gonna care.
Yeah, imagine most of these chairs too are filled with people.
Also, Josh, if you wanted to find their tokens, they're in that other folder. The one above them all that says deceased inactive.
Hold on, let me look.
Like there's Zoom,
Yes.
and all of them are in there.
I
So
see. Okay, so hold on. Let me.
I'm gonna put
if it's
There you
confusing
go.
for people.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. There's Foz. Hold on.
Oh.
Zoom. Zoom. Oh, almost dead. Zoom.
But
and,
not
and
Huh.
James, you're already good.
Oh,
Damn.
I have like light around me. Somehow.
Well,
I
because
don't-
you're a lighty boy.
I don't,
So
I don't know.
you guys make your way up to the bar.
I'm still death. Let's fix that.
Typically, it lasts for like a whole day or something.
Well, that's been like flight time, so
That's
I
true,
hope
that's
it's
true.
healed by.
We were like trying to like find the ship while we're all deaf. We're
What?
like, what?
What?
You are also old.
What is this
right? I don't
saying?
know.
Yeah, this is true. No, I probably should put it back on, at least in one ear.
So you guys make your way into the tavern. You walk past all the tables full of people. There's actually a bard playing music with a few other individuals over here at the piano, and You make your way over to the bar top. There seems to be quite a few bottles on the bar top as people are coming in and out of the back storeroom with foods. And there is a human behind the bar. He says, "Oh, what can I get you, fine gentlemen? Are you the ones that just came in on that airship I hear about?"
We are.
What did you hear?
"Oh, I heard that an airship came into town."
Who the fuck told you that?
Grab him by the neck.
Where is?
He looks at the other two. You guys, no droids. We don't serve your kind.
My friend doesn't like you.
I don't like you either.
Joke's on you. Nathon is racist against Warforged.
Fun. Aren't we all having fun?
Warforged.
That's right. Because anything that hard is a problem. But you walk up and he says, "What? What can I get you fine hunters that saved all those wonderful people?"
Bill and I on the same page, like, problem, you say?
I will take
Solution.
a pot of tea and a meal.
I heard you have magic drinks.
Ah, we do. I'm so glad you asked. I have several right now. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 currently. We're waiting on new shipments coming in from the city, but if you'd like, I can tell you about them. And yes, I will get one of my girls as he snaps his fingers and points at the girl coming out of the back room with the loaves of bread and cheese. And he points and he says, "We need a tea." And she goes about her business. And he says, "And anything for you, my good sir? We don't get a lot of Warforged these parts."
The roof over my head is sufficient. Thank you.
Well, then I will respect that. Well, let me tell you a little about what we have. First up, and he pulls up a like a menu and he holds it up in front of you, and they all have pictures. The first, he says, "This is a personal favorite of mine. This is the gin and tonic, spelled like a gin."
Oh, like E-J-I-N.
Yes, E-J-I-N-N.
Okay.
He said-
Har.
He says, "You will surely feel a nice breeze drinking this simple drink of gin and tonic water, garnished with a bit of mint and lime wedges. It has a magical effect, though. Would you like to hear more?"
Why not?
Well, upon drinking this for the next 12 hours, you will be resistant to any force damage you might take, and you will get a single use of the cantrip many magic users use, known as Gust.
Makes you fart.
Wow.
Next up, we have the
Gust.
Beer Cirque. This drink will unleash your inner rage with beer, hot sauce, and a lime juice. Served in a glass rimmed with chili powder. And for the next 12 hours, you will have resistance to either slashing, bludgeoning, or piercing damage. Your choice once you finish the drink. And you have a better chance of doing that extra kick of damage. So you'll get actually get to roll 19s as a crit.
Wow.
He says, then we have the whore chata, spelled like whore. He's like, don't worry about this. Let go of all your worries with this delicious blend of rum, rice, milk, vanilla, and cinnamon. After consuming this drink, you will very likely, to grow lustful towards anyone that you see. And for the next 12 hours, you will have advantage on all charisma-based checks and saves.
You know how I spelled whore?
How?
James.
I laugh with J-A.
Ho, 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 ho.
Times.
He says, one of the personal house favorites is... This one took me... I was laughing to myself the other day writing this. Then we have sweet creams are made of these. This shake-like... this drink is much like a famous
Let me speak.
milkshake.
You made me
A
speak.
milkshake that...
I actually really like
Oh
that.
no.
Who had
That
a
is
mind to
good whiskey.
disagree?
Who indeed, Daniel? Who indeed?
It's made with sweet cream, chocolate liqueur, and vodka, blended to perfection. And for the next 12 hours, you will get, whenever you roll a 1 during an ability check, saving throw, or attack, you can re-roll it, but keep the second roll. And lastly, we have the Hellixer. Spiraling in this beautiful drink of gin and tonic is a helix of grenadine and blue curacao. And for the next 12 hours, you can add 2 to the ability score of your choice, and it can exceed 20. And after the 12-hour duration of this drink, you also gain 1 point of exhaustion. But if magical drinks are not your taste, we're also offering Nathlon Lager, the Key Kolsch, and the Monk's Mead.
Grant yourself inspiration. Jesus, dude.
So you're gonna be serving all these next time we come to your house, right?
Absolutely. I want to be making sweet
no.
creams are made of these.
And screams.
It's only horchata for the boys.
Yeah.
That's right.
Horchata.
I want horchata.
Only.
We all fall in love with each other.
As it was foretold.
Yeah.
I foresaw
Everybody
this.
has advantage on charisma checks against each other. Ooh wee.
Where's Cyphria when you need her?
I'm
He
hot for
says-
you, and you're resistant.
He, after reading all that, and he can see that you guys are kind of head spinning at all the information. He says, "I'll let you think of it for a bit. My name is Jael Harmoth. I will be around. Now, please, I have a few drinks to take to some guests. Think about what you need, and I'll be back in a moment." And you take a moment. As you're sitting there, you do notice there's a woman sitting at the bar with a dark complexion, and she has her hood pulled over. Brandon, are you present and accounted for?
He's muted.
Yeah, I'm present and accounted
I was
for
about to
at
say,
the
I'm like,
moment.
Brandon, you're talking on mute.
Yeah, I was just basically saying they're hearing the whole spiel that you got when you showed up to the tavern, and they're kind of just like looking over the menu, debating on what they're gonna get, and they're right behind you. Would you like to say anything? Let me give you this opportunity. Wow, I grab another bottle of whiskey.
Bottle.
Bottle.
My character will actually just walk up to Fazradin and just hand him a note and walk away.
It'll just
A
be
mysterious
kinda
figure just literally swivels around on the bar stool, looks you dead in the eye, Foz, doesn't even look at Wolken or Zoom, and just hands you a note
Okay.
and walks out.
Balls will just be kind of like, "May I help you?" And then you hand him the note and walk away and just, and he just kind of palms it, looks at it. You kind of see his demeanor
Matt.
change a little bit from
Nah.
a scowl to quizzical to kind of like a nod of recognition, and then he
Okay.
just kind of tucks it and puts it in his sleeve.
Excellent. We're giving virtual head scritches from here.
Virtual head scratches for the 30-pound boys.
Look at that boy.
Good
All right,
puppy.
Troy. All right,
Man.
Troy, get out of here.
Oh, hi, Mira. Anyway,
Say hi. Hey, Mira.
Hi, Mira.
Before she walks out, hi Mara. Before she walks out, she looks to see what he does with the note, and when he tucks it away, she just nods her head, and then walks out the door,
Okay.
or wherever the group is gonna be, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take you over there. I'll move your character. Got it. So yeah, he comes back. Jael comes back, and he says, "Now, what can I get you fine adventurers today?"
oh, sorry. Where is the barkeep now? Is he in the?
He's
Character.
now standing like right here.
Oh, okay.
I just don't.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You know what? Let's. I'm just gonna use Cordax's token for the barkeep. Just to have a visual
Cordax.
point of reference.
He's got metal hands and he's
The first
oh,
person I saw.
Remind me.
Too fucking
I
soon.
forgot you had control still. I was like, what the
Hey,
Wait.
I'm running.
They're fine.
Get back here!
He's like, I'm alive!
He's
I can't
alive?
explain it. He's
on the
wasting his
ground.
chance.
Unconscious!
Unconscious.
Guys, help me! Hurry! Please.
Get back here! I don't want to be This is my
I like that
prison.
this appears to be like a kitchen that we're in. So that's the bar.
Yeah, it's like that's like the kitchen off over here, and
Ah, okay.
I had no textures, like any icons for kitchen related stuff. So I was like, "Oh, it's a storeroom full of food." So,
Ooh, I'm just now noticing the borders of our characters have changed. New characters
Yes,
from
they
the snake
have.
to gold.
yes, they have gold boys.
Old boys.
Seemed appropriate
Cool.
to change it at least a little.
Yeah, it works. So yeah, would do any of you wish to have a magical drink, or would you just like a simple non-magical drink?
I'll take a gin and tonic.
He says, "Coming right up. That will be 5 gold for the magic drinks."
Woof. I'll put that down.
5 gold.
I have so much gold.
That guy gave us three gold each, right?
Was it
3
each
gold
or
total.
Oh, total.
Look, this guy's a blue collar worker. That's some good money.
He's a captain. Surely the union pays him.
Well, it's all he had in his pockets, so he handed you guys the 3 gold. But he does say, he's like, "Oh, if you are looking for a non-magical drink, they are 2 silver apiece. And I can serve you the mead, the Kolsch, the lager, and maybe tomorrow we might get a stout in, but it changes day to day."
Thank you.
Oh!
Oh! He brings you over the gin and tonic, and once you drink it, you will get resistance to force damage for the next 12 hours. And be able...
Magic.
What was that?
Detect magic.
Yeah,
Is
go ahead.
it
Yeah.
magical?
It is magic.
Nice.
It is
Oh,
magical.
You see Foz with a look of surprise, like,
You're like, whoa.
it actually is magical.
You do
It actually is magical. What
when
the
you
heck
when
is
you
that?
drink it, it's almost like drinking pop rocks. Like it tingles and pops in your mouth as it goes down, and you quick.
Does it feel just like when he was revived by Umlaut's dad?
Yes.
I was gonna say, I'm like, this brings back memories of when I died that one time.
The joke was on the crew. You would not die a second time.
That's right.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
That's yeah.
Step 3, magic.
Like
Is that Kanye?
that's Kanye.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I'm like, wait a sec.
And that like the white guy looks like the Zodiac killer in, in
Yeah,
the Zodiac movie. Well, you drink a gin and tonic, you immediately feel the effects set in.
Am I drunk?
No, you are not drunk, but it
Damn
is
it.
quite delicious.
Damn it.
You're conk.
I'm cooked.
Foz, are you good with your tea that they bring over to you
yeah.
for? It is a delicious chamomile. Vulcan, is there anything you want to do in here before we advance the plot?
I mostly just want to ask Foz if that was a friend of his.
Foz,
Reaction to the note.
that's Brandon.
Probably
He's
getting a
probably-
real
probably-
brand.
Probably just got home.
A real boy.
The Prince of Schuberg?
I'm the Prince of Shoop.
You hear me, bitch? You hear that, Stefan? You hear that, Stefan?
I've been listening to that all day.
God damn it, dude.
The motherfucking Prince of Shoop.
You hear
You guys
that,
watching Dimension
motherfucker? I was
20?
trying to like hold him back. Who are
Oh,
you?
man.
Brandon,
Yes.
do you mind pinging me exactly what the note said? I have an idea,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. So the
you can
note.
say it publicly if you want, but or you could just ping me on Facebook.
You know, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you on Facebook.
Okay, yeah.
I'll send it to you when I have the chance. Yeah, I'll send it to you on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Okay. I did not know that person personally. Seemed like just a messenger.
Looked like she kind of had a thing for you.
I wouldn't exactly put it that way.
These chances do not come often for you.
Those days are long gone, my friend.
Well, what was the note? Are you gonna say it?
It does not concern you.
Ooh.
Oh.
Fonz is just and out.
Hey, remember, -2 charisma, people.
That's right.
Just no. I don't think I will.
As
Give your
Jael,
life.
Jael the bartender comes back around final time, and he says, "Now, I'm not sure if you're looking for to fill your party or to do anything further, but there's some other hunters and powerful looking individuals in the lounge room off on the other side of the dining hall. If you wish to mingle, I know that they were looking for more. Again, I hear everything in this tavern, so."
Well, not everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Do they have a ship?
To my understanding, I don't believe they do.
Are they as cool as us?
Oh, they're pretty mixed bag of individuals. I can't say I've ever seen two of them. One of them is missing an eye.
You say that
Matt's
like-
face.
Wait, who is it?
I was like, wait a minute.
I'm pretty sure there's multiple of us.
You only
Wait,
know
is it-
one
is it
person missing an eye.
the bar fight. You just see somebody fart get ripped out. Anyway. Crossover, man.
Well, should we go say hi to our fellow guild mates?
Fine. We can at least inform them of going on, at the very least.
I need a bit more social lubricant, and I order
Perhaps
another
the one
drink,
we first.
just regular drink.
You guys are a couple freaks.
Where can we find these other guild members?
Please, just go head over to the other side of the hall. Well, right on the side of this wall here, with the large banquet table. There should be a door that leads into the lounge room in the corner of the tavern.
Oh, they got a private room, and we just have to sit at the bar, I guess. I just
First come,
grumble
first
as,
serve.
as we go.
Come find me if you need another drink.
Thank you, Jael. And I'll order an ale as we go.
Excellent. You get yourself an ale. You boys walk up, and you notice that the door is closed. Do you knock, or do you just open it up and go in?
Pause is letting the others take point on the social hits. Kind of fine. I'm going along
But
because everybody else.
How about
wants
this,
to, but-
Vulcan? Since
Vulcan, you go in first. I'm nervous.
Vulcan will just open the door.
you open
Wait,
the door,
Vulcan's finally a point man.
he is. When he's the only one continuing on. You open the door, and before you, there was a group of 7 individuals. And everyone just kind of turns and looks at you guys all at once.
We see Walken.
You see Vulcan, and then
Yes.
behind him you see an old man in robes, and you see a very big boy.
Oh, there he is.
I know you.
My old legionnaire friend. I go up to embrace him. My guy's 6'5", elf, ripped, and he's got,
the most-
cauliflower ears. Yeah.
The most ripped looking elf man you've ever seen in front of you.
Josh, if you go into the players,
Nice.
you can right-click on them and show player artwork, and that
Good
actually
call.
might be.
Let's first start off with the first introduction. The sexy Tyler. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, I am a
Nips.
Somerville Captain. I am 620 years old. I am a Springer Ladronel. I am multi-classing in monk, barbarian, and fighter. I am covered in tattoos. I have an excellent beard, and I am rarely seen with a shirt on.
And why would you cover up that firm bod?
Nips that are diamonds.
Right. Rock hard.
Quite literally.
myself and Thule over there all were recruits in the Legionnaires together. Went through basic training together.
As you look over at Thule, the one he points to, you see this individual.
Haha! That's
Thule,
right.
introduce
I am Thule. I haven't seen that man in such a long time. Haha! I'm a half orc.
Oh, we are gonna get along so well.
I'm a half orc.
Him is
I'm
missing an eye.
like
Like a Legend of Zelda character.
I am about 5'4" and a big sword, you see?
We have a 6'5" elf and a 5'4" half-orc.
Complete polar opposites.
We had
Three.
some fine fights back at the training camp, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whatever my accent is.
Hey, some characters are discovered as you play them. So
It's
don't
true.
worry
I
about
love it. I love it.
The first
As we
few
go.
seconds is gonna be in flex. It's fine.
That's right.
Might razz you a bit,
Yeah.
Me,
but-
yes, good for you.
Daniel has nailed it.
Yeah, I'm a fighter, man.
That's you
Let's
are.
freaking go.
Daddy's little fighter.
I have more to say.
Okay.
Okay, please.
So we've been. You have to explain to me because this is a little different than I thought it was going to be. We were sent here to be replacements.
Yes.
Okay. And would they know this?
No, the guys have no idea.
Okay. Then I will speak back up. You see, we were replacements for your lost party members. Is it true that you single-handedly killed a Doomwaker yourself? I say to Wilkin.
Yeah, Vulcan. What do you
Oh god. Zoom is looming behind you.
the legend.
The
Uh-oh.
like the silhouette, just the red eye. He's just
Yeah.
like towering over him.
Vulcan will just say, "It is good to see you both." And in acknowledgement to your comment, I was there.
Ah, so you did kill it yourself.
We were there. And I'll nod to the two behind me.
Zoom
This
says,
is Oz. This is Zoom.
Zoom just puts
What's
him on blast and says, it was Kazdai who dealt the killing blow. He like puts a hand on Vulcan's shoulder.
The creature is slain. That's what matters. It came at great cost.
Sad to
You'll-
hear.
I was gonna say you'll hear something pass through your mind, like a gentle breeze passes through the room, and like it's almost like leaves or
was just about
something-
to say.
something like obscures your vision. It's like little drifts of something kind of just obscure your vision lightly, and then something touches your minds, each of you. And
Oh.
a voice just says, "He sounds like a noble warrior."
Who said
And
that?
doing the Obama meddling himself meme right now.
I was really partially hoping that you would have like a.
He's a real god warrior.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not.
It's all
Most of us don't want to commit to it. Although, laddies, I did see Mrs. Doubtfire last night. might
keep your
all
foreplay in your own home.
You might all flee before me, lads, as children in my eyes. But that is not this character.
But you're getting a pull almost to the mental, like the telepathy from an individual, and you see a very small mushroom sitting on the couch.
It's this figure cross-legged across the couch, wide hat. So that's one half of it, right? So like that's in my mind what he looks like to most. I'll post like, so he's garbed in armor and different plates and things, swords at his hip, but he sits sipping from a cup. It looks almost of his own make, but you do not see his eyes. It's just shadow beneath his hat, his wide brimmed hat. But you can see just like those swirls of leaves or whatever it is, that organic material, just kind of like gathered around him and just sort of just circulates in almost like an orbital pattern around the room.
Percolator.
I'll just say
scale that image.
Dark Souls.
I don't like that one, James. That one looks like a nutsack.
So much going on there.
Speaking of texture.
Man.
Aye.
Gooey.
When I looked up Dark Souls, and the first thing that came up was this.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Sounds about right.
That's me. That's me.
That's what it do.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Let's say you also see an individual kind of pop out behind the chair of one of the other individuals that spoke up. He's a interesting looking character. He doesn't quite look like a lizard folk, but he's a kobold?
Shiny metal.
What are you?
Not barkeep, not throat screw. Hey, mushroom man. You think he's got any of that juice? You know, some of the apple or grape or pineapple. And yeah, so you see a kobold. He's probably like 4 foot tall. He's very dirty. He has what looks to be dreads, but as you look more carefully, it's really just a tried octopus on his head. He's wearing like a fur hat, like one of those kind of Russian sort of like hats on top of that. He's got really dirty breeches. His cloak is actually surprisingly clean. And he's barefoot. Okay, I just saw those pictures. And he's just like super twitchy, and he's got bloodshot eyes, but they're also super dilated, and his teeth are just rotted out. And he's like super twitchy, and he's like standing on the table and like trying to use a plate as a chair.
And out of the corner of your eye, Scroob, you see me grab a almost like a potion vial and throw it your way. Here, Scroob, I have what you're looking for.
And he takes it and he kind of looks around, just sort of, and just kind of puts one on his hand. And you just see him. And he's,
not through your nose, Scroob.
We got a bunch of,
we're so stupid.
we got a bunch of addicts and dealers, dude.
Oh my god.
You see this guy snort juice right in front of all of you guys.
yeah, it's a purple liquid, and it smells like grape juice.
Mm-hmm. I step forward.
Tremendous.
Yeah, Scrooge kind of goes in the corner behind the chair and just,
Yeah, he's just here and just starts hears
kind of
like
twitching to himself.
like disturbing slurping noises and grunting and but before you see myself. I present myself to all of you after handing off the juice and kind of wiping my hands off. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. My name is Myth Damaris. I am the scientist of the group, and I'm also skilled in many other ways of warlock activities. I am 450 years old, and I am 6'6", but only 200 pounds. I'm very tall and slender. And as you can see, as I do turn my head, you can see gills behind my ears. My skin is not actually quite blue, like a lot of Simic hybrids do. You get some other skin color, but my skin doesn't look like normal skin for high elf. It is almost like stingray skin. It is rough and bumpy and almost has a glimmer in it. And in between my fingers, there is a small webbing between them. It doesn't appear that I carry any weapons, and my eyes glow orange, and I still have my elven long blonde hair. But I'm wearing very much like dark leathers armor on me. My name is Myth, and I'm at your service.
Good.
Brandini.
Brandino.
He's gone.
Brandino.
Yeah, you got it.
He was the next one that needs to talk.
Oh no.
New.
Oh,
He's
Oh.
back. Brandon. It is your turn to present your character as you see them come in, if you have the chance.
Nope, not today.
Hard. Nope on that one.
He didn't
Okay.
want
Hard no.
It is not in the cards.
All right, so I guess that means it's my turn.
The heart of
Yeah.
the cards.
So you all just see in a we'll say like Vulcan, as you opened the door, you saw very quickly a chair in the back of the room turn very, very quickly. And then at this moment, just begins, you just hear he just like turns like very slowly with the chair. And you see a human who has an eye patch on, about sitting, you can't quite tell how tall he is, but when he stands up, you would know he was about 5'8", maybe 5'7". And just turns towards you all and goes, "Behold!" And he has, and as he does it, he kind of gestures, and you see a human with an eye patch on. He's got kind of light curly, kind of wafty kind of hair, and he is wearing what looks like kind of clericy robes that are kind of dark in color with gemstones kind of encrusted along the sides. And next to the chair that he's in, he has a giant-looking bow, and he says, "Behold, this shall be the party that will fell the great beast. You have inspired us all. Your great deeds and efforts have not gone unnoticed by those in the guild, and we are here to answer the call and become your allies in this fight."
At this point, Trixie steps up and is just like, "Well, enough with the blowhards. I will just say I'm Trixie and I'm here. That's about it. And to you, Mr. Fosradine, thank you." And then she steps back.
Excellent.
What a
imagining-
grand group of people we have gathered here today. Excellent, each and every one of us.
This group seems unusual. I'm also imagining we don't have swivel chairs, so you like
We
jump
don't have- no.
chair, literally like spin around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I love it.
Or maybe he like gets up and like
and
he tries as smoothly as physically possible, but it looks like completely dorky and awful.
All of you will just hear temper your excitement with just a bit of doubt.
No. Begin. Feel. Think. Hear us now. And what are your names, fine adventurers? Oh, by the way, my name is River Hay Shadow.
Or it's just like
Better than I could have imagined, Bill. Better than I could have imagined.
You just hear a slight from Fosradine.
Oh, we didn't hear it.
I actually know all their names. Pretty intimately, actually, but
Well,
the man in the
For
middle.
those of
the
us who
old-
wouldn't, it would still do well.
This is Woken, Light of Doomwakers.
I'm Zoom.
Fosradine.
See?
the man who
And
can
now
see
we
the
all know
future.
each other.
Fantastic. This is truly a day blessed by Celestian.
I must agree.
Which
Ollivander?
guildmaster sent you to us?
Myth stands up and he says, well, it appears that they have a new leader currently. Since most of the leaders, or actually all of them, were killed in Vryland. Apparently they were meeting in Vryland to discuss future champions when all leaders of the actual guilds themselves were killed. So, here in Nathland, they have actually begun to elect new leaders of each guild, and the current leader is the one who wishes to speak with us.
So literally all of them are dead?
All of them. Every
Okay.
leader of every guild is dead. Now, the champions are still out there,
Okay.
but they're the actual physical
That's right,
leaders.
there
The
was-
head of the guild is there, but the champion of the guild is those people. Champions could be out and about, but the leaders of every single guild are dead. So they've been working on like bringing other people up. So old champions are now bumping up into leaders of the actual whole guild. God damn.
Trixie pipes in real quick. I heard the champion of Troubadour's Eye had disappeared. He didn't die, but he hasn't been found either.
Yes, I heard that as well. But for now, the guild leader that we have now, it is not from the monks, as the council is here and making decisions, but the Paladins Guild, the Empyrean Concord. He wishes to speak with us. His name is Reynald the Vigilant. Apparently some devout follower of Lathander.
This is grave news.
Yes.
You surface dwellers waste your time with bureaucracy.
I find
Hi.
us
Wait.
wasting much time on that, yes.
What's a bureaucracy?
It
Do you need more
that-
shoots, my friend?
It means, and she will hand a small cup to Scoob. He says, Scoob, excuse me. Scoob.
Zoinks.
snack.
Are you giving him a Scrooby snack?
Yeah.
Yeah, like half your size, Scoob. He just says, too many people in the way. And he hands you just a small cup of some cloudy liquid.
So pithy she.
Scroob will kind of lick it a little bit.
It's tea. We'll see
Tea.
what happens.
Have we all, the new people, have we, or old people as well, have we ever met Reynald the Vigilant?
No, no one has.
Okay.
Have we heard of him?
The names, yeah, sure. Roll me a history check for anybody who would wish to look it up. Anything 16 or higher will do.
He said history.
Yeah.
I know of him. I was looking back at my notes. Is Gregor a champion?
This
He's
is
a
guild
champion.
related, right, Josh?
He's a champion. Guild
Or
related.
Legionnaires.
I'm gonna give myself disadvantage because I am not a member of the guild.
I would actually say the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, with a -3, hey, I'll take it.
That's a 4.
We
I
are
don't know
truly
shit.
the most well-equipped party for this.
They sent you to us.
Scroob was probably just in the room when you walked in.
Oh, I remember, I think, like-
Yes, from the Underdark.
Wolken, you are the only one who's heard of him. He
Apparently, he is our leader now.
He has been. He has moved his way up the ranks very suddenly, but his name has been around for a while. A lot of controversy was around him as being too.
Sorry, switching to my computer.
Okay.
So I'll be back.
Okay. Being almost like a too much of a zealot.
Deal.
He is very high leveled, but he actually wields an extremely powerful blade, and due to that, on top of his devout devotion to Lathander, he was actually really the only person who had enough support and followers to bump him up as the current guild leader. But he was given an office here in Nathlond, and you guys are told to report to him to look into something.
Why aren't the leaders of the Monks Guild coming to us, being in Nathlond?
Myth looks at you and says, "Well, from my understanding, they have too much to deal with all the refugees, and also still running a bustling city, as well as the trade and the constant threat from various different beasts coming down from the mountains still. I'm assuming that they rather keep guild business, rather than taking that up. Although I'm sure we could get an audience with them if we so choose."
And likely our purpose.
Well, what say all of you? Shall we head out?
Surely we can revel a bit more before we begin our sojourn.
Temper your revelry, River.
But
One must always remain alert.
But we've just met. Seems like such a wasted opportunity.
What's alert?
It's a large green creature that lives in swamps.
Scribner likes swamps. Get all itchy.
Precisely. We want to avoid them.
Green crab's tasty though.
Is he perhaps somebody's pet?
Scroob no pet. Scroob is own person.
This is Scroob. He loves the juice. And he is quite good in a fight.
You shall not insult him again.
Scroob's so brave. Yeah. Yes.
Does she have a mouth?
He does, but doesn't use it.
Okay, but do you smoke?
Yeah.
Do you frown?
Okay, because I have a pipe of smoke monster. Just like I can make smoke monster things if I'm breathing. I've been puffing on that while we were like having this conversation. I just pass it to she as we're sitting here.
She would accept it, but he would like very promptly like set his tea down, accept with a nod of your pipe, smoke it, and then pass it back to you.
Welcome back.
And then I offer it to everyone else.
Myth happily takes it. Like, yes. The finest herb from Nathlon. Oh, fuck.
And yet yours is merely weed.
Scroob will take it go ahead.
Oh, no. I like Scroob first.
Scroob will take it and like look at it and be like, just start eating the tobacco from
Oh, friend, what will we do with you?
We will teach him.
And River will just like as he's soaking, just like take it and just pat him on the back like he's burping a baby. There. And as he's doing it, he's like packing more in and just like smoking it himself a little bit before passing it on to the next person.
One of the bartenders, or the tavern keeps, she walks up and says, "Can I get you lads anything for the road? Possibly a drink to take with you out into town?"
Oh, I'll take the good stuff. And he kind of like winks.
Ah, yes. One good stuff for the lad. And what about for the rest of you?
Just need to bring him out a chocolate milk.
I leave it up to their discretion because,
Just a Welch's juice box.
well, she doesn't necessarily know. So,
True, she doesn't.
because yeah, he thinks juice is an illicit substance.
He does.
He's trying to be cool about it.
What's the shelf life on a sweet creams are made of these?
Oh, it's good for about 1 day. I wouldn't take it any longer than that. It'll begin to curdle.
I'll take one to go, if you don't mind.
Coming right up.
This is the one drink I didn't get the actual name of. It was the gin and tonic. The second one is I wrote beer circ ?
Yeah, BERSERK. Beer circ.
Beer circ. Got it.
A bear,
Like a berserker.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
My autocorrect is trying to make it.
berserk.
She will pass her like a gourd-like shaped thing. It's like it's got two knobs on it, but it looks like like a figure-8 gourd, almost like a squash. He just hands it to her and says, "Fill it halfway with the beer circ."
Coming right up. Anything for the rest of yous?
I'm fine with my herb
I'm
here.
starting to pack another bowl in there.
She says, "We also have some if you need some for the road."
Yes, pack me a baggie, please.
It's the finest old Toby from the South Farthing.
And smoking.
It's salted pork flavored herb.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's the only shit you can get up in Thagbadur of the dwarves. Salted pork flavored herb.
So
Brendan, I
switched
saw
boards,
hands.
and I got this.
Oh no.
That's not a gourd.
I
That's
know,
what you
but-
see at night after you drink your juice. Got a man angry for juice. It's Scroob when it hits. Oh, oh.
I just say it seems quite like a rush to put our friends who have been through so much into and so much in the last however long it's been. He says however long it's been. They seem to be tired. We can conduct business at a later time, can't we?
You speak wisdom, friend. Surely a little bit of time for our travel-worn friends.
If anything, it seems like Mr. Reynald the Vigilant should be meeting us here.
Perhaps.
Oh, friends. I fear you don't know how the guilds work.
I find your guilds
talking about-
inefficient.
They
should
are you
approach
just talking
us.
about how lazy all the guilds are. I mean, that's pretty much what it really is.
I barely know of these guilds, but I am not impressed by what I have heard.
I'm sure these guild leaders have far much more tedious things to worry about than going out of their way to meet with us. They probably have multiple meetings to do today.
I've heard they really don't have many meetings at all. They just sit around like fat cats because that's what they can do. Order us around to do everything else.
Though it may seem so, they were put in position for reasons.
It sounds like those ones have all died. The new guard has come.
It's just new evils filling old evils' place.
And yet I wish to hear about the old evils. Come, bring your friends. I wish to hear about these tales of dead Doomwakers.
I think we all want to hear a story about something dying.
I'm like, and for the first time you see, she kind of just like look up, and you see a what looks like an eye patch, but like an organic one grown over one eye, and just these like a yellow beady eye looking up at past Vulcan toward Zoom and Foz. Metal One, I find your friends have been silent. Tell us more.
What do you want to know? Yes, what? Tell me, tell everything. Regale us with your histories.
All in response. I know Bill will get me. I know Bill got me.
Falls will walk into the room and be like, oh, and kind of sneak behind the chairs and go up to him and be like, run up to Fozz's robes and be like, hey, I bet you make some great juice.
While you say that, she does come in with the drinks and brings them all to you guys.
And Foz will just be like, get your hands off me, you repulsive creature, and just slap him in the face. Just gotta push him off.
Hey, be careful around Foz. Zoom says.
Does she have my baggie?
She does. She brings you over
Herb.
Herb.
How much do I owe you, darling?
She looks at you and kind of gives you a little wink. She says, "I'll see you around, Sammy." And she walks out and she just it's on the house. And she hands it to you.
What a lovely young lady she is.
Trixie goes to just sit alone on the couch and just kind of watches around, but mostly keeps an eye on Fazradine.
Okay.
Is there any fruit or organic material, like vegetables or fruit on the table?
I'll say the only fruit left is an uneaten apple sitting on the table.
You have this sudden urge to just cut it if it would like fly it.
Fruit ninja.
It's like that meme where it's just like she's on cheese and it's already cut and it falls apart.
No, he will very delicately like he'll hop off the couch because he's not that short. He's not that tall and he doesn't have the arm span to reach across. He'll cut the apple and like just kind of stuff it into the gourd along with the
Beautiful. Beer. Absolutely, you do so.
What's the good stuff?
For a later day.
Would you guys like to depart?
I think we swap stories for a bit first. At least that's what would be River's main goal.
Did Brandon get introduced?
Brandon did, and he was very short with his background.
I've been in and out. I just got back home.
Yeah. Okay. I will just to speed things along to get us a little bit further. You guys, the three of you who just returned after exploits, tell the tales of everything that happened. If you wish to embellish, please roll me deception just to see how well everybody might possibly believe what you're doing.
Or to redact.
Or to redact events that happen.
Come on, mission.
Give only the minimal amount of information and purposely leave stuff out.
Okay.
She is mostly curious, like just to speed things along. I'm mostly curious about Vulcan's retelling, given that the rest, like I know what Zoom might say, or assume. To be fair, I'm curious. I'm curious what
talk to anybody.
I'm curious what Vulcan's retelling is, in particular.
I would say it's closer to like an subjective retelling. He doesn't even so much do it from his point of view.
Objective or subjective?
This thing happened, and then another, and now I'm here.
I'm not trying to DM. That's what I would be curious about.
Yeah.
Assuming that all of them would say,
It's hard taking your hat off, isn't it?
my 5 head only grows. Hats sure
That's
look
right.
like the future, okay? So, you know.
That's all good.
But if they say nothing, then I'll take Vulcan's retelling for what it is.
Zoom would say there's a lot more angst involved.
This will say he did most of the work.
No, it was objective. He said
Okay.
he was factually
Yeah.
retelling what had happened.
Then why do you roll deception?
It's for missions.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I was saying I mostly I'd run deception for like omissions. Like I would dodge questions about like me specifically.
Yeah, so with the 12, it's like it's real difficult to try and fake the funk with these guys that are like peering into your soul, they know that something happened clearly because your guys' party was actually starting to become very well known. And the fact that only 3 of you returned, they're kind of like, is what you're saying really?
It was a Doomwaker. Such is the way things go.
I will not push.
I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm sure that wound is still too near.
For me, the grief is still too near.
The finest fireworks! That's all.
I thought you were going to put it to the ground.
This was your idea! I'm sorry, DM. Please.
No, you're good.
Take us forward.
Absolutely. Well, you guys do spend the next, let's just say, the next 15 minutes discussing before you decide, it's about that time. It's the morning. Let's head out. Let's get this going. Figure out what we're tasked with. And
Let's see, where are we going?
That's exactly what I'm saying. You guys all step out.
Whoa!
Step out to the front of the yard. I'll leave Scroob in the bushes as he's sniffing around for.
We'll say that as he's walking out, the barkeep sees Scroob is like, "Hey, I thought I told you to get out of here! Guild members only," sort of thing, and he just jumps into the bushes. The barkeep's like, "Where'd he go?"
As you guys step out and you're discussing on the front, you actually do see a party of 5 hunters. Some of them dressed in bits and parts of various monsters. You actually see a couple of them are wearing cloaks made of let's see, what monster did I have? I didn't actually physically write it down. Let's just say
You don't give it away. You just pretend like you know it.
yeah. No, because I just said like monster armor, but I was like, I need to get more specific.
Sure.
One of them is actually it has armor, like not armor, but like a cloak made of the skin. You can, for the 3 of you that have seen them, made of the skin of a Shrilgar. The other ones seem to just be strange other monster bits and parts, horns. They have very, very Monster Hunter-esque looking armor. They're kind of almost dramatic, like horns on the pauldrons. And there's 5 of them. There's a female human ranger. There's a high elf male paladin, a dwarf male fighter, a human male wizard, and a dragonborn female cleric. And they walk up, and at first they don't give you any notice, but one of them stops and she looks and she recognizes Zoom. She says, "Aren't you the famous Zoom? One of the leaders of the hunting party that went after the Doomwaker of the desert?"
I wouldn't call myself a leader, ma'am.
Well, yes, but clearly. But you are one of the only that survived. I heard that your party mostly did not make it back from the dunes of the south.
Jesus, like
And your
Just
point
like-
of reminding us of this painful memory is...
Taking a cut and pouring lemon juice in it.
We're at Rebels Fest.
Well, we're at that task given to us, the Cerulean Dawn. That
I just stopped
would have been
listening
the
to her
case.
immediately. Continue
And
walking.
they're all kind of like just looking at you guys like, and they just kind of shake. It's like, we'll see you on the next one as they are walking down the street down towards the docks.
I can only think of in Community, the Germans.
Yeah.
The foosball.
Foosball. Germans.
Should you guys
I
make
told you
like,
not- I told
high-quality
you to bring
automobiles or something?
Did you guys just bring a soccer ball for that bit? Anyway.
Anyway, you guys get a little flack from that party as they walk down the street, kind of laughing and fist bumping, like, "Yeah, we told them," as they're walking down towards the docks.
Ho ho ho! I don't think I'm going to win this one.
That's right. That's right.
What was their names again? It was Cerulean something.
Cerulean Dawn was the name they gave their adventuring party.
Zoom just says, more like Cerulean Yawn, am I right?
Ooh-wee.
It's always the highlight being around men and their humor.
Yes, well, let's.
seem very nice.
Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome.
There we go.
You are welcome.
And play.
I believe that Reinald will be situated up where the guild offices had been before into the city. Follow me. I actually do know the way. I've lived here most of my life. Same as Master Sam here.
Oh, yes. But not recently.
Oh, yes, forgive me. Please, this way. And Myth leads you guys up into the city, winding and going. I will share the image one more time. Just so, where is... Let's minimize that. Let's minimize that. Look.
City's so big. Left. No, right. Where am I?
So just to show you again, Nathlon, as it leads you in, and let's just imagine that kind of middle center dark blue roofed building takes you guys past the big canal that goes past all the beautiful gardens and flower fields and leads you guys up to this current guild hall. Oh, and we have a sweet baby pie on deck.
Oh, kitty.
Baby.
Energy.
Aww.
Well, now that Bud's dead, you're gonna have some kitty to scratch.
I was like, yes. I
Give
killed
it to
him
me.
off.
Stop that squint.
As
My
you guys
friend succeeded. I am the only cat now.
As you guys approach, you do see there are many different banners representing the Empyrean Concord, and there are paladins aplenty, various different levels and degrees of armor. But as you get close to the entrance of his gate, there are a couple guards that greet all of you. Myth introduces himself and the rest of you and say that you all have an appointment. Then they look at you over, they step aside, and they let you up the steps to the front door. As you open it up, you step inside to a pretty cozy room. Straightforward, bookshelves along the walls, and a large table in front of a fully armored individual. And let me show you what you see before you. Before you is a table.
A man eating
Lots
two
of
eggs.
Yes, he is eating breakfast currently, with a glowing sword propped up against the table in his chair. There are books and a scroll rolled out at the other end of the table with a quill, maps of Odasses and the areas around Nathlon, as well as other parchments and pieces. And you guys approached as as he's eating his breakfast and drinking his ale, he stops and looks up at all of you.
So, this was the guy that replaced Riker, right?
Yes, it is.
Riker got killed.
Mhm.
I look at him. I look and I'm like,
Yeah, he
you
did.
seem a bit overdressed for breakfast.
One must
Warrior-
always be prepared.
A warrior is always dressed.
Yes, I guess so. It just seems like, I mean, if a sausage monster was coming to attack, I definitely understand, but he's in probably the safest part of the entire city. And the next battle he'll probably see takes him about 4 miles out, and that's like a while to even get out of there to get in the city. It's hours, days before he even sees the next battle. You're just gonna sit in that? It's quite ridiculous.
Wait, warriors wear dresses?
What the Shut
That's
up,
a nice
Scrooge.
sword you have there.
Scrooge, shut your ass up.
Scroob, what did I tell you about talking when I'm talking?
What?
I don't care about it. I don't care about anybody else.
What
you
did
can
you
talk
say?
whenever they're talking.
I don't remember.
I said,
Scroob
look
is a
I said-
valued member of this group.
I said you need to straighten your eyes when you look at me and don't talk when I'm talking, okay? Stop looking over there, and I don't know why you're staring at that beer can over there. I'm right
What?
here.
Wait, what were you saying?
Damn it, Scroob. Here, and I pull like a cookie-like thing out of my pocket and I just give it to him. Overdressed for breakfast. I'm gonna go sit down now.
There are a few chairs and lounging couches in this office, and he
I
says,
pick up She and put him on my lap.
He will attempt to evade you.
Oh no.
Oh
I
yes,
need
yes,
this
yes,
today.
yes.
Please, you should not be so blasé with the avatar of vengeance itself.
"Ooh-wee."
What? Everyone talks so fucking fancy. I'm going to backhand everybody. Just regular words. Like, I don't need the wisdom. No, I like talking to Scroob, I think, better than I like talking to most of you.
I like talking to you too, lady.
Scroob, we also talked about there's also got to be a distance of at least 15 feet between us.
Sorry.
Conversations always take place at least 15 feet between us. Between everyone else, he always talks like he's fucking talking to royalty.
What was that?
No,
She,
Scroob.
like,
Sorry.
and she ducks
That was
under
the
your
voice.
hands. He says, "If you wish not for wisdom, do not try to reach for it."
Damn it! Can't I just one day with you guys, just a regular day where somebody talks like a normal fucking person?
I think I'm pretty normal.
I don't know about you, but I feel normal myself.
Why
It's
do they
not
put us in these
This
groups?
day.
Fool and I are very
What do you
normal.
mean normal?
This is exactly what my husband used to talk about when he used to come back. Just the weirdness of everything and how
When he used
crazy.
to come on your back.
Yes,
Interesting.
it was nice. I'm not ashamed.
And all the while, like, Reinhardt is just Reinhold
Reinhardt. Freudian slip.
He's
look,
here.
This is
Looking fine.
Hey.
he's just sitting there, not even eating, just watching you guys as a bit of egg just falls off his fork.
Does he have his visor up at least, or does he have full helmet just eating?
It's no.
Oh, okay.
Helmet's up.
Oh, okay. I was imagining like visor down. I'm like, wow, that's dedication right there.
But if it's Reinhardt, it's Helmut.
Catchphrase! Candy! He takes off his helmet and sets it aside, and flowing curly black hair lays down, and he looks at all of you. I do not have time to play with your stupid games. You have a task. Are you up to it?
Not really, but go ahead and tell us.
Depends
If you
on the
want out,
task.
the door's there.
No, I can't really leave. We're all stuck here by contract.
That's all
I
I
have
Thought.
Doesn't sound like all.
We have an issue. Not with monsters abroad, but with cultists at home. There's been a growing threat coming from somewhere here in Nathlond, and I'm not sure where. The last champion of the Monks Guild, the pathetic one that he was, went off in search, came back corrupted with some kind of black tentacles writhing under his skin, corrupting him, driving him mad.
At this point, Scroob takes his hat off and pulls the octopus off his head and puts it in his bag.
Okay.
Like, at the mention of tentacles. Anyway, carry on.
My first choice of leader of the champion of the Monks Guild, Slate. He will be able to at least guide you and let you talk to the current prisoner that was the ex-Monks Guild champion. Go see him later today. But in the meantime, we have some business to attend to. First, I have Zoom, Fuzz, Radin, and Vulcan. Please step forward.
Fine. What is it?
Yeah, what up?
He pulls out. He walks to the treasure chest just behind him to the right, and he pulls out three leather pouches, and he hands each one to you. Kind of passes them off. Inside, as you open up, it is filled with 100 platinum coins each.
Ooh, boy, let me add that to other inventory.
He says, "This is for your fallen comrades. Think of it like a insurance policy. You did good work, but you also lost very good men. This is to hopefully help pay for their losses. It can never replace a life, but it's something."
That it is.
It's good to see the guild's coffers are still full.
Well, this
We'll
time,
accept his money.
they are.
The guild coffins are full?
He looks at he just out of the corner of his eye just kind of looks at Scroob and then looks back. These are actually coming from the coffers of Lathander. Hallowed be his name.
He's all right, I guess.
All right. Who are you kidding?
Lathander guides us all to the light, and will take all of you out of darkness, and hopefully guide you into the darkness that comes before. You've been
Aren't you the
assembled. Go ahead.
Aren't you the guild leader? You're not supposed to push religion on us.
Do you see where the fuck you are, little girl?
Holy shit.
As he points up and you see the banner of Lathander above him. This
I
is
look
the
at
house
it.
of Lathander.
I look at it and I go, you may call me little girl, but I definitely know there's a little boy inside of that armor.
He just smirks a little bit, goes back and cuts up the sausage and eats a little bit and continues on. What I need for you first is to go and talk to the ex-leader of the Monks Guild, a half-orc. He's been corrupted. His mind is mush. I could not get anywhere with him, but possibly he could get through to you. He's locked in the magic-proof cell just around the corner. He might have some information. But until then, I've been assigned to give you a few new upgrades to your crew. And he pushes a button on his desk. And a door opens up from one of the bookcases, and through that door you see it bustling and busy, almost like a headquarters in like World War II, where they got like a giant wall of like the map of Odasses, and there's people like running around doing stuff, shuffling papers.
This might be a deep cut, but is this like the secret room in Van Helsing in the church? Where they have like all the crossbows? And it's like,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, singing Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is what I had in my head, but that works.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. But there's like a giant wall map of Odasses, and there's various different races and peoples that are shuffling around and writing down notes, and you can see they're doing their work. And a woman steps through. Let me see. Did you get me a? I don't know where.
Third
Yeah, I
from
see it.
the
I see it.
left?
I see it. I see it. A woman steps through and says, I heard that you might be in need of a new pilot. At least to allow Foswardine here to keep on his abilities. Please meet the indomitable Petra the Bull Bertel.
Wait. But she's a person. How's she a bull? I don't see any horns.
Name again?
Her name is Petra, but they call her the Bull, and it's Bertel.
Is that like Burtell?
Birttle.
Dang, I was going BYR.
not there at all.
Oh, it's a fine cigar you have there.
You know,
I
think
only
it's killed to call
smoke
her
the
the Bull.
finest.
As do I. A woman of class. I like that.
I'd be careful.
She pulls out a silver cigar, like cigarillo case out of her jacket, opens one up and hands it to you.
Don't mind if I do.
Strikes a match and offers it to you to light the stogie.
Oh, hey, thank you, young lady.
She blows out. She says, I'm told you boys need a new captain. The Sky Dancer will be the most challenging vessel I've sailed yet, but I'm ready.
I don't.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
didn't see you there.
You won't see me very much.
Let's keep it that way.
Yes, we shall. Women on ships are pretty, unlucky.
And she just kind of smirks and laughs and, let me see if I can find... I don't know where you put this guy, Matt.
Trixie looks over to she and is
Which one are
just
you looking
like,
for?
Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Continue on.
Trixie looks over to she and is just
found
like, they call her the Bulge. The Bull is, the title they use for formalities, but it's really the Bulge. It's really because she outmans everybody she's around. And I mean outmans everyone she's around.
You speak to me as though gender means something to me.
It doesn't mean anything to you, and that's why I'm telling it to you.
They are just a mushroom.
Everyone.
Mushrooms don't have penises or vaginas.
Yes,
It's just spores.
Jesus, it's like
They
always
only
being
look
some
like
kind of-
them.
He places a hand on his sword and he says, "You shall insult my kind no longer."
It's like I'm in a school. It's like I'm in school every day. Every day I have a professor yelling at me, some weird student who's always over here doing something weird with science. It's baffling.
Wait,
All I was trying to say,
You
you're
should
the science
get
kid. You're
used
the-
to it, Trix.
Wait,
Yes.
if she is a mushroom and ex-monkey guy's mind as much, is he like she? Is he a mushroom?
Scroob, I always say you're the genius of the group.
I thank you.
Nothing gets past you. Nothing. All I'm saying is that all of you are gonna feel very inadequate when she does something so manly that all of you feel like the thing inside your pants shrinks. Just letting you know, I'm just putting it out there. Except for obviously, the mushroom guy is why I was telling him. He's
I
not
would
gonna be
not
insecure about
complain.
it.
Why would you tell me I don't actually care?
Sure, we'll see. The bulge gets to all of you except for she. He's too cute.
Reinald just says, if you've had enough, I've got another one to introduce you to.
Oh,
Please.
I'm scared of all.
Get on with it, please.
Please, may I introduce the new champion of the Monks Guild. Behold, Slate, Fist of the Enlightened. And a Earth Genasi, dark
Oh, this
skinned
guy.
with
Ooh.
golden tattoos across his entire body. He's about 7 feet tall and has to bow his head to get into the room through the doorway. Walks in, barefooted, but rings all over his fingers with gauntlets and a beautiful the symbol of Nathlon is like that,
Lotus.
that lotus flower on his belt. But he walks out and he just, with a solemn look, looks at everyone. It is a pleasure to meet all of you hunters. If I can be of any assistance, please.
I
let
have
me
a
know.
question, yes. If the previous champion is imprisoned and the leader is killed and violent, aren't you the new leader?
I suppose that is correct. Until the current leader, Narg, is brought back from corruption, I will hold his place.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. Nog is a real asshole.
That is my belief as well, but I am currently the leader. So, should you have any requests, speak them now before I have urgent matters to attend to.
What are you just waiting for us this entire time?
Yes. He kind of looks. He looks over at Ranald, and he looks back at you. I was just granted this post 3 days ago.
I do have a question. Is this a newer person in the?
He's been in the guild for quite some time, but
So would he know me?
Oh, he would know you. Yeah.
Okay.
He's nowhere near as old as you, but he's extremely powerful.
Highly capable individual.
If you need me, I will either be here in the sanctum, or I will be meditating in the back gardens near the waterfall. And he bows before all of you, takes a step back, and walks back into the room where all the business is going on.
He will grab
Finish this bottle.
the tip of his hat and just like give him an incline his head, but he will ask, what is it, Samovil?
Samoville.
Sammy!
Sam or Sammy. If you want to.
Only got a little bit of this one.
He will ask Sam in his mind. Was he a good warrior?
Oh yes, very obedient. Very strong.
Is that all?
I just shrug.
That's all he knows.
Fair enough.
Well, Mr. Valiant, or Vigilant, whatever it was there anything else you had for us?
Yes. To find out more about what you need to do before meeting the ex-guild leader, I need you to head to the library of Nathalond. Meet with Elias Moriarty. He is the expert in all beasts, creatures, and cult activities across Odasses. He can show you your way. Now please, be gone. And when you return, you shall be rewarded.
What sort of reward?
What sort of reward would be befitting upon you?
I'm very new to this whole guild business. I'm quite curious what sort of system you have in place.
Well, not just financial gain.
MC says, probably not much. We killed a Doomwaker and all we got was 100 platinum.
You do it for the glory.
Yes. The glory.
He would
Such an enduring thing.
She would say, for the recommendations to your betters.
Do this.
Trixie says, it's really for the information you get along the way that you can use.
As well as I will possibly be able to recommend one of you as a guild champion.
River, you're the only one who hears this. You just hear a.
River, hearing the words like champion, though, he goes like, yes. Says, yes, this could be a reign.
Now,
Chosen of Celestian and champion of the, what was it called again?
well, whatever guild you are a part of.
Hmm.
Before you here, if you can still see the image, if I need to pull it back up, I can. There is a scroll rolled out where he has a quill and he says, and he points to it, sign your names as guild affiliates if you aren't already.
Now, Scroob, you have to use a pen. Do you know how that works?
Yeah, I got it.
Perfect.
He's gonna make an X.
Who takes the quill first?
I'm already in the guild.
Already in the guild.
Okay.
It's just River and she
Yeah.
and Groob, maybe.
Scrooby.
What about Thule? Like, oh yeah, Thule's in the guild too, right? He knew Vulcan.
Yep, us three know each other.
Yes. Correct.
I say, very well. If my services will be required, then my signature you shall have. And I begin, like, with way too many arm motions, like too large of an arm motion, and like, holding back of head as I write. I write my name. It's like the John Hancock signature. It's way bigger.
Times larger than everyone else's.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, it probably takes up whatever rest of the paper is on. It's just like River, a shadow, and like it looks like by the time it's done, looks like a metal like band cover title or something.
I already serve a lord. River's signature shall do for now.
All right. I got this. And yeah, and he goes and kind of tries to dip the quill, and the ink spills it completely over, and just kind of traces what River wrote. And
A very
pretty
poor
badly.
copy, but he accepts it. And as you finish, these signatures glow briefly, and then they dissipate.
No,
You've been
so much work
accepted.
into that.
It's like this scene in Anchorman when he's like, well, I'm Brian Fantana. He's like, no, you're Brick. I'm Brick Fantana.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I love Lamp. I threw a trident at a guy. Yeah, you did that, Brick.
Kill the guy.
Second. Ruby. I'm ready to show you this guy. So.
I know the guy.
I found this artwork actually today, so you guys will enjoy this. So,
I'm so ready.
Out the front door you head, and he points you in the direction, or the front guard points you in the direction of the Library of Nathon. This library is not only home to one of the largest collections of works in Odasses, but is also the head offices of Elias Moriarty, a human who is known as the Keeper of Lore. Keeper of Lore knows everything about everything, well, as much as there is to be known about the creatures of Odasses, the cults that are within it of the Sinborn, those are those who wish to summon forth them, and the Doomwakers. It takes you guys about 20 minutes to walk that way. Is there anything you want to do or say while you're walking through this gorgeous town ahead of you?
Zoom asks everyone as we're going along. So, what's everyone's favorite food?
You hear
I
she
love
say,
oatmeal.
"Was that?"
My husband used to talk about your restaurant all the time. My husband used to talk about your restaurant all the time. Sadly, I never got the chance to visit.
Well, you'll get a second chance, I guess. But that didn't answer the question.
I don't really have a favorite. I don't spend too much time indulging in food.
Hmm.
It's the sweeter part. The things that are grown on the decomposing.
You know when you get a rat, but it's like not like rotten yet? Those are great.
So, Zoom, does this answer your question as why I don't indulge in food? Obviously,
No.
I can't. The mushy guy over here talks about decomposition, and the other guy talks about eating decomposition. It's the most fun I have every day, all day, while I'm.
She would turn to Scroob and he says, "No, it's just a shade too soon."
Wait, what about the shade?
I mean,
We're in the shade.
no. Let it go on for another day or two.
But what go on for a day or two?
Because it becomes sweeter.
Ooh, I like sweet. You know what's sweet? You know what's sweet?
Tell me.
Cheetos. And he takes out the thing and I actually drinks a little bit this time. And just his eyes dilate. Just yeah, and, yeah.
Oatmeal.
Only Scroob would hear this, and he says, "This circle is slightly broken, but it can be mended."
That was it. The voices.
Perhaps.
How about you, fool? You got a favorite food? Favorite dish?
Whale steak.
Whale steak?
If you've been at sea for 6 years, you kind of get a palate for the weird in the sea.
I was never a fan of the whale steaks as much as the oatmeal. Oats stay fresh at sea.
I got sick of that shit.
Come and get your oats, my son.
How about you,
Whale
Myth?
steak.
Well, well, my favorite meal is generally anything fish related. Even though I have brought on some features of the sea, I still crave any fish and seafood related items.
I may be overstepping my bounds. Myth, roll a perception check.
Wait, does that mean you're like a cannibalism?
What do you have, Matt?
Again, Scroob,
roll
nothing
it.
gets past you.
Sure, I'll allow it. 15.
You see a slight sneer on she. The mouth he never uses, when you say it's all fish related, just a little bit of a.
Green.
Like he's laughing, or he's like,
Don't like it.
I don't know. What do you
Okay.
think?
Oh, I know what I think, but I'm not going to say anything. So, but you guys spend the next 20 minutes doing so, and once you arrive at the front of this large cylindrical building with a dome top, ahead of you is the library. The Keeper of the Lore is within, and I will change the music now. Let's do it to this.
Oh, the library. I hate books.
And mine is the sweet taste of vengeance, Ripper says.
Being around all of you is pretty much like being in a library all day, every day, except for Scroob.
You know, Trixie, you don't really have much nice things to say.
You know, old man, I'm not really a super nice person. But for some odd reason, she and Scroob seem to be the only ones on my good side.
River, you hear only in your head. It is my great failing that I did not ask you in return. I'm so sorry.
I believe the one we are looking for here, his name is Elias, and he might be over near where the front part of this library is quite unique. Because who...
Elias,
what's that, Scoop?
does he ever tell the truth if he's Elias?
I almost went there, but I had to leave it alone.
He looks down and he's like, yes, my friend, he always tells the truth.
Oh, okay.
His parents didn't love him very much, and they called him Elias. Yes, quite funny. Ha ha ha. But the front of the library, the rest of you, is actually a large restaurant. Because who wants to go read books when you're hungry? Or whenever you're hungry and you're reading books, don't you want food? Well, they have it here now. They cook a lot of the large creatures.
Brilliant.
And as you step in through the massive oaken doors that reach about 30 feet above you, and you step into a large restaurant, at least in the front, which leads out into a sprawling library. Multiple floors. It seems like it goes about, the library is about 100, maybe 150 feet high, and it's quite large, about 100 feet in diameter. And it spirals all the way up with many different levels that connect by staircases. And ahead of you, you hear people calling out for various different food orders, and you see an individual step out in almost like full adventuring gear. But he steps out too with he grabs a platter from behind the counter and walks out. Says, oh yeah, we're gonna try this one, man. Oh hey, you guys, I've been waiting for you. And you see this gentleman presented before you.
Oh no.
May I introduce Elias Moriarty.
The Guy Fieri of Odasses.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
He's here.
This actually
Let's
ties
go.
into something that.
Is that a
I've been
kobold
thinking
head?
of.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a kobold head on a platter.
Oh.
River covers Scroob's eyes. Look, Scroob!
Don't look.
Look at what?
Oh God! Don't look,
What?
Scroob.
Put your gaze.
Oh, that smells tasty.
The kobolds of their own kind.
It's like, wait, I like
Scroob,
this.
Look left.
Just join me at a table.
He looks
We're
to the
gonna be-
right.
I'm gonna bring out
That's exactly what I wanted him
Sir.
to do.
Sir.
He,
One at a time. There's so many.
there's a cleared table for all of you, and you can all sit down before him. And why did my music stop? Here we go.
We're all shocked at the kobold head.
It was on loop, but that's okay.
The head starts talking.
How do you know? Screw might be into that kind of thing.
And he sets down a cooked kobold head in front of all of you, as well as then they bring out several different foods of Nathond. You get various different rice dishes, a few different like poultry meats, and platters of fresh fruits from their gardens. What can I help all of you for here today, huh? I hear you're the new champions, or, well, adventurers, hunters, something like that. I don't know. I stick to my books.
Champions is a good title for us.
I like this guy's spirit. What about the rest of you? What are you doing here? What do you do?
Were we told to come here?
Yeah, you were.
Are you asking us individually?
Yeah, you, pretty lady. What do you do? Tell me.
I track people down and kill them for money sometimes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I've got
kill she then.
I've got entire volumes written on people like you. Now, I know you. I've seen you, old man. Well, please forgive my wordage, but
No,
I've
it's
seen
very
you.
okay. I am an old man.
Ah, well, it's a pleasure to see you. Now, please, indulge in some of my finer foods here. I've been getting into a little bit of culinary arts ever since I kind of know everything about everything here in Odasses. So, please, indulge up. But we don't
He's like
get
looking around.
Where's the meal of oat?
Oh, I'm sorry. And he waves over. He says, "One oatmeal right over here." And within about 5 minutes, someone does come over with a very hot bowl of oatmeal, a large bowl for you.
You'll take a spoonful.
Oh, so sweet. You shouldn't add sugar.
I'll remember that for next time. Oh, interesting. We don't get a lot of half-orcs here. Tell me your story, sir.
Well, I'm a fighter of the guild, of course. Ha!
Well, all right, I'll take that. But let's see. Interesting. And he gets real close to you, She, and he looks at you in the eyes. He says,
He's gonna have to get really low.
Yeah, he does. Almost like lays down on his stomach and he looks at you, and he pulls up his glasses he's wearing, and his eyes almost like look like you're looking into space. They're very like almost like spectral, like not spectral, but like galactic almost. And he's looking into your eyes, and he says, and you hear him into your eye, and you hear him telepathically. I know quite a bit about your race. I've been studying you for quite some time, not you individually, but your race. When you have a moment, I would love to speak with you in private. The rest of you guys just see him like laying down on the ground, like staring at She, and then he kind of gets back up.
And you shall do
It's
so
like-
Contest.
at my leisure.
And he just bows before you deeply. He looks at the rest of you. Now, what can I help you with? I hear that the guilds are wanting you to come to me for something, but they actually didn't tell me what. See, I got a lot of inquiries.
You hear verbally from She, bring me mushrooms.
How much? He looks at you and says out loud.
And he looks at him. You choose.
He looks over and whistles at his sous chef that's behind the counter, and he points at you, and then he makes a symbol like he's holding like a platter, and he nods, and he walks back, and you see him come out, and he's got an assorted tray of various different mushrooms, and he presents them before you.
Okay. She will eat some and save others.
Okay. You do so.
That's what you call a cannibal. Scroob. You see that? Eats his own people. That's the correct term.
He was just eating.
You
Weird.
should
Oh,
you
hey.
should not waste as much as you do.
Oh, hey, look. That looks just like my cousin Scoop.
Now, what can I help all of you fine hunters out with today? Anything particular?
We were told of some deep plot amongst the city of perhaps occult activity.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere. See,
We were tasked with eradicating this disease amongst your people.
and that's just it. It is a disease. Well, more corruption than a disease, but you see, here in Nathlon, we've been fortunate to be far from most of the happenings of the world, but one thing that seems to thrive here because of the natural magic abilities here within this waters and within the city of Nathon itself, there happens to be a very old system of catacombs that go down beneath the city. Are many of you familiar with an area of the world known as the Underdark?
I may know a thing or two.
Can I roll an intelligence?
Please.
Though I doubt you know what I know about the Underdark.
Do you know what I know?
Ooh.
Oh, you've heard of the Underdark, and you know that a lot that's down there, it's a whole nother world. With a 17, you would actually remember and hear that much of the Underdark was almost like put in a washing machine and tumbled up and just totally destroyed. Entire kingdoms that existed for thousands of years were destroyed in a second when the awakening happened.
They teach us a lot about what happened down there. And in our guild, they teach us to move like the ones who used to live in the Underdark. Special things are required for the things we do. So, yeah, knowing something about that is pretty helpful. What do you know?
Fortunately, I know almost everything. I've got entire volumes on the Underdark. But what you need to worry about more is something known as the Cult of the Old One.
But wait, he has a cult, and he's pointing to Timville.
and
Do they know like oats?
And Elias just looks and says, well, in fact, there's more than just one old one than just him. It's actually a cult that worships a deity from beyond the stars. Something deep past this planet, out into the stars. It's older than time itself.
River is like slowly one of his eyes is slowly getting wider and wider as he's just
Halfway through, Scrooge just glaze over, and he's just
So now my question is this. What does a place that's deep underground have anything to do with a god that's deep in space?
You forget that it's another plane.
It's a whole nother plane of existence down there, my friend. Ma'am, I'm sure you're very knowledgeable, and I do not wish to insult you whatsoever. You might already know this, but once you pass through the realm underneath Nathon, you go into the Underdark. While it is below Nathon, is also adjacent to Nathon. It is another existence entirely.
Yes, there's a part of initiation in this guild that you take a trip.
Well, there are certain catacombs within this city that are near 1,000 years old. Now, if you start going down there, well, a lot of that was sealed off during the cataclysm of the awakening. I believe some of these cultists found a way down there and somehow are leeching power from between two realms. They might have found a thinning between the worlds and found a way to summon forth something, because when Narg Zabgat, the last champion of the Monks Guild, went down to look into it, he was affected. Didn't come out the same. He's corrupted now.
Why
I'm
now?
sure-
It seems they've had 10 years plus to kind of figure this out. Why now?
Your guess is as good as mine. You'll have to head down there and find out. See, I haven't ventured down there in about 5 years. So, I can't tell you what's changed, but it's recent. They must have corrupted any old altars or catacombs down there and turned them evil. But what I can tell you is the veil is thinnest down there between the two planes of existence. That is where they will try and summon forth something, I guarantee it.
Why haven't we put guard anywhere down there knowing there's something like this underneath Nathon?
Oh, there's guards at the the entrance, well, the exit that they found Narg at. But nobody ventures down there. Nobody dares have the same affliction.
None
Thus
except we
sending,
brave few. We shall do this task.
thus contracting the guild to do your work. So if we're infected, there's no sweat off your back. In fact, there's a whole policy that keeps, you safe, but not necessarily us. We go investigate, and if we come back, we get paid, and if we don't, well, you just hired more guild members. Is that correct?
Well, to be perfectly honest, isn't that how every mission goes with the guild?
I guess so.
You've been chosen for your abilities. You are stronger than most others, and I believe that you can get to the bottom of this.
So you're saying some people go fight Doomwakers, other get sent to be some glorified form of city spy.
Oh, this is no spy, my friend. Down there, it's a whole nother world. You're going on the most dangerous of adventures, and I hope you're ready for that.
I point directly at Scroob and I go, does that look like we're ready to deal with anything dangerous?
You're like, what are you pointing at?
If you
I'm
knew.
ready.
He takes off his glasses, and everyone can see his eyes at this point, and he just hands them to you, Trixie.
Okay.
And do you put them on?
Yeah, I put them on.
Once you do, you suddenly see, like, everything that makes Scroob as powerful as he is, and you get a whole, like, from the, on the inside, and you see his strength, and you see his ability. He comes across, because very much he is simple-minded to most folk, he is probably the strongest physically amongst everybody in the party, and you can take that how you wish. But these glasses allow you to see that.
I look at Scroob like with these
Is he
glasses.
showing him the character sheet? Is it
Yeah, I'm just looking at. I go to look at Scroob. I'm looking at your character sheet right now, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm like,
Yeah, strength's honestly nothing to write home about. It's a 10.
I'm like looking
Maybe
at.
barbarian, but I'm not strong.
The glasses show me all your plus stats. So going, I don't know what +5 means, but apparently this man speaks of things that I, at this moment, don't understand. And I always knew Scroob was some kind of secret genius. I just always knew it wasn't in his head.
Yeah, you can see that he's got, like, he's very quick, he's agile, he's got a lot of things he's very good at, and then mentally, he's not great.
I definitely have a newfound like appreciation for having Scroob around.
And
Scroob's like picking his teeth and like.
And then my appreciation goes away, and I hand him back the glasses, and I go, I wish you never let me look at Scroob like that. I'm gonna give these back to you. I wish you to burn them.
And he puts them on, he says, no can do. And as you can see there, now at a closer angle in the light, you can see he's got flames on the sides of his glasses.
I side-eye Scroob so hard right now. I'm just like, I can't get my eyes off of Scroob just looking at him, just like, oh god. The glasses made everything so much better.
Well, with that being said, he takes a book out of his satchel, and he slams it on the table. And it kind of reverberates around the hall, and it stops. Everything kind of seems to stop around you guys. It's got a strange looking green, almost like it's made of seaweed cover of this tome, and there's a tentacle on the cover. He turns it and he slides it towards all of you as he's standing on one end of the table. This is all in the only compendium and notes that I have on the cult of the Great Old One. Well, they've been around since before the Awakening. It seems they have gained quite a following since. So I abhor you, Prepare yourselves for something beyond your imagination, and guard your minds, as it will take more than just physical strength to defeat this.
Sorry.
Would River know anything about the Great Old One at all? Being a cleric of
Absolutely.
Celestian?
Well, give me a religion check, please.
No,
She would also like to attempt so, but
Please do
like
so.
he wants to like take the book
Yeah,
and like start
I'm
flipping
gonna-
through it.
I'm gonna do the same just for information's sake.
Could I argue that I should have advantage because I'm
Yeah, absolutely, because you're kind of like the opposite.
Yeah. Is he like my mortal enemy sort of thing?
Well, this is
Basically,
a
yeah.
compendium about the Underdark, correct?
No, of just the cult of the Great Old One.
Oh. Well, knowing about the Underdark with that 17, can I roll with advantage, or is 16 good enough?
16 is good enough.
All right, then I'll leave it.
Did you want to roll as well?
What would you like me to roll? I'm actually flipping through the tome.
Give me more of a history, because you would have been down in the Underdark more than anyone.
Sure. Let me actually find my character sheet. Just a straight history.
Yeah, please. Ooh, that's
18
good.
18 total.
So, those of you who rolled, you guys will have known that the cult of the Great Old One not only had a presence within Drow cities in the Underdark, but as well as topside, working their way down into the deep, dark, forgotten crevices of old towns, old cities, and caverns within the Underdark to bring forth sacrifices to the Great Old One. Anything tentacle related. They would create altars that were writhing with tentacles and flesh to summon forth and sacrifice children, adults, anyone who they could find to get just a glimpse of the power of the Great Old One.
Here's looking at you, bud.
Yep.
Hmm.
But often they were
Trixie
driven
stares at
from
Bud really
sitting,
hard.
right?
From beyond the grave.
From beyond the grave.
Oh yeah, think about Bud really hard. Fucking kitty guy.
I love you too.
Would there be any more recent information, given the situation in the Underdark? Like, their place in, like, if they're looking for sacrifices, it's, I don't know. Is there anything kind of just like,
Yeah.
are they their own like power or
They
something
have
in the Underdark?
they have morphed from just a fragmented cult where occasionally a person would go missing to hunting parties of cultists scouring the Underdark for any species to take and sacrifice to the Great Old One.
I guess Trixie just as she's sitting there pondering, everyone's like asking these questions. She's just like, in a world full of monsters that you could essentially, I mean, we all know about the Sinborn trade, but they could essentially take those monsters and sacrifice them if they really wanted to. Why would they use people?
That's what you are gonna go find out. From all I know is that they've always ever just sacrificed whatever they could find to feed the never-ending, endless hunger that is beyond the stars.
Well, you would
They're-
think people are a little, I mean, we're easy to find because we're pretty concentrated now, but I mean, the Sinborn would be pretty easy to find. They've taken over most of the world.
She will snap the book shut and throw it back onto his table and say, because they're looking for victims.
I look down at she.
And you can't see his eyes or anything because you're looking down and just see Cap.
I just look down at, and that's probably going to be the view most of the time, looking down at she.
No, that'll be the viewpoint and all of the time.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. And I go, in all whatever, what kind of victims do you think they're looking for? If we can narrow down something, we'd have better knowledge of what we're getting ourselves into, or exactly what we're looking for, so we don't get ourselves into something rather crazy.
I want to defer to you, Josh, because I could say about 1,000 things, but you know,
And, like,
if she would
Victims of
know,
circumstance.
she would know. She would know that this cult has found victims in the Underdark before.
Yes.
Tell me why it would change. Why they would want why they would change from just one or two to hunting parties. Why would they go hunting in the Underdark?
You would know that the only reason something that would accelerate is either A, well, it'd come down to two things. One, that the god that they're sacrificing to is not only real, but is hungry and is looking for more than just scraps of creatures, is looking for souls. So the more it feeds of the stronger that the sacrifice is, the better chance they have of bringing it forth into this world. So they're hunting for more viable nutrients.
Because the Underdark is in turmoil.
That too.
War strikes the Underdark, and people are vulnerable.
So you're saying they're bringing it up here to us, or they're encroaching upon the
doesn't matter.
surface?
People are vulnerable in the Underdark, and that's why they go for them.
That's right.
Well, we can't save all those people, but I guess we can save all the ones from getting taken.
If you stop the source of the threat, no one shall be kidnapped.
Certainly, as a acolyte and chosen of Celestian, I cannot ignore the activities of the cult of the Great Old One.
I will put this to play devil's advocate, but once we stop this vein, understand that another one will start.
Well, it matters not. You stop
matters
one, you have to stop what is there before you.
I think you, of all people, she would know that if something wants to grow and thrive, it will, and it'll do it as long as it possibly can. Even if you cut off one hand, sometimes another grows.
You mistake me as though you know me.
No,
Do not presume to know anything about me. However,
just-
if you wish to stop people from being taken, you stop it at its source. There will always be decay. There will always be something that eats upon the living. But if it eats upon what you care about, you take care of it now.
Remind me to just grab whatever you smoke and smoke it before we go and do this, so I
You
can have
cannot
a mind
handle
like
what I
yours.
smoke, but I will take what I can and reduce it for you.
Whatever you think the right dosage is to get me to the point where you're at, and we can get through this, I think it'll be good.
I disagree.
Probably don't give any to Scroob.
What I can give you might eventually share our thoughts. What I can give you might eventually make us a team. But for now, no. Nothing I can give you will make you believe. I can only show you truth. It's only you that can accept it.
Looking down at she, and I look back over at Fosradine, and in her head, because she's had all these stories from her husband and things like that, and she's just like, fine. Like I said, it's always being inside a classroom with all of you, and we have this very, very wise headmaster always walking with us. I'm talking, of course, about you, Scroob.
Scoob is master of his own head.
Would you like some more juice, my friend?
Yes, please.
Pulls out another vial of grape juice and hands it in front of him.
If
Well,
it
she-
feels like you're in a classroom, perhaps you're being taught something.
It must be that way, because I haven't felt I've learned very much yet.
You'll have to devote more to your studies.
That you will.
I hate you the most, I think.
I'll grow on you.
Please don't. Please don't. Only one allowed to grow on me
As
is
you
she.
said, everything grows. Was that what you said? I wasn't quite listening after a little bit. But, it's great. I think we'll do fine in the Underdark.
I don't think your hand will grow back if I cut it off, but we'll continue.
But it might grow into something if you do.
I don't think you trust the magic of Celestian quite enough.
Or the natural order. And he gives you a nod, River.
I look the entire group around me. I just look and I'm just always going to be on a team of my own with all these men.
I'd appreciate it if you just remove your need for genders.
I would appreciate if you guys would stop fucking philosophizing for once.
It's a fact. Mushrooms don't have genders. That's it.
I don't count you. I don't count you, She. You're the only one. You and Scroob are the two people that I don't count in most of these conversations.
He will draw his sword and point it at you, and it's just this flaming, darkened obsidian blade. He says, "Discount me again."
Damn it, She. That's
And
not
you'll
what I
lose a
meant.
head.
I meant I
calm your
respect you.
temper.
I meant I respect you too much to count you when I'm talking about these idiots.
If
You
you
are
respected
you are
me,
surely
your
not one of
words
them.
would reflect it.
but Scoob know how to count to 5.
Exactly. Scroob knows how to count to 5. And I
One.
take a step back from the flame blade.
2.
Discount me again
3,
to your detriment.
7.
I feel like no one really understands what I'm saying.
I've only
Oh,
just
we
heard you. I don't
understand.
understand you.
There, I did it.
Good job.
Yes, Scroob.
Oh,
Good job.
man.
You got to 5.
Yay! Scoob does a little dance and has some juice.
Scroob, next time don't forget the number 3.
But that's more than 5.
That's right, Scroob. We're teaching you more numbers.
There are more numbers. Oh man.
That's why you have 2 hands, Scroob.
But Elias looks at all of you. He says, "Now, if you don't mind, please take the book with you and go head on off to the prison. Go find Nargzebgat. He was the old Monks Guild champion, and they've locked him in a magic-proof cell. He can probably, hopefully, tell you further and tell you about where he went into the catacombs. Now, with that, I'd love to offer you more food, so stay as long as you like, but by the end of the day, you need to go and speak with him. So, by tomorrow, find the catacombs, find their entrance, and we're all as right as rain. Hopefully, you can get to the bottom of this. Sound good?"
River says, incredible.
Peachy.
More than good.
That's what I like to hear.
Zoom though says, I think Mr. Moriarty, I'm sensing a bit of Krantz in you. Are you perhaps from the area?
How you pick up on my accent well? Just a little bit about there.
He says, I think I'd like to stay here, if you don't mind.
By all means, we are looking to hire a new chef if you're ever interested.
Says it sounds like our airship won't be too useful in the Underdark, so I think we'll just stay up here for now. Be back up.
I'm sure you would also like to hear our observations about the Doomwaker we encountered.
Oh, I am dying to, as he pulls out a fresh tome and is ready to write.
I will stay here and relay all that I know.
Excellent. Well, that is the perfect place to end tonight. We will pick up next time in 2 weeks with venturing in a couple weeks. So, yeah, to go and see the ex-champion of the Monks Guild, Narg Zebgat.
Ooh,
And
boy.
hopefully figure out a little bit from him. And then we are going to begin our descent down into the Underdark.
Look at this team.
Oh,
We're
baby.
gonna do great.
We're gonna do great.
Oh, and
One
baby.
healer again.
real quick, just so everyone knows what Trixie looked like, she's like a darker complexion with like tight curly hair that comes down, and it's like kind of hanging out her cloak. That's about all I got at the moment. Kind of like how her picture looks. And that's it.
Excellent.
I mean, we did fly through it. Is there anybody else that had one? No? Right.
What?
Had one.
Like a more to
Oh.
their description.
I'm good. I pretty much said my whole spiel.
Oh well, there's
Yeah.
River has his own whole thing. Oh, yeah, River wears like his boots that he wears are old, like the kind of old Greek style boots where they're like
Winged.
I don't know. Yeah, they have like little wings at the bottom, like
Are they like the thong sandal things? That,
yeah, like the
come up and-
Grecian, like but they
Yeah,
go up
okay.
all the way to like his knee.
Yeah,
Hermes.
yeah. With like the kind of shin guard attached and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
it's like on the back, where it's like
Oh yeah.
the leather that goes down the back of the leg, and then like it's tied in the front off with
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But each of those has like another gem, each a different color on it as well. And yeah, his
They get very
raiment that he wears also like bears like kind of star-like embroideries on them, but like four-pointed like stars, basically, not like
reminds me of
All
Theseus
stars.
from Hades.
a little bit.
Oh, back file fiend.
And yeah.
Excellent.
Josh, I like how your character sounds like an old-timey radio announcer.
That was my goal.
Extra, extra.
But yeah, boys, thank you for partaking in session 1. I will see you in 2 weeks, and we will dive further and hopefully get into some trouble.
That was fun.
Thank you, George.
Sounds good.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, boys.
Thank you.
New dear.
New party, who dis?
Who indeed?
Funny.
Yep. Well,
So yeah,
thanks,
cool.
everyone.
Thanks, boys. Thanks, Ross, for streaming.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Anytime. Happy to do it. Thanks for subbing. And thanks for watching.
Yeah, everybody better sub to Ross.
Twitch takes half of it, but it's fine. It helps.
Still something.
Help my
Yeah.
boy buy alcohol.
Buy me beer. I'm empty. Help.
All right, boys. With that, we are over and out.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, John. Good night.
Boys, good night.